It's uncensored. It's live 24/7. It's chaoticradio.com.
You're cruising on a motorcycle through another dimension and time. A dimension not only of beer and rock and roll, but of twisted minds and sexy women. A wild journey of crazy imagination that has no boundaries. There's a warning, a sign up ahead. Your next stop. The Zig Zone. The Zig Zone. The Zig Zone. The Zig Zone.
Yeah, buddy, what the hell is up, all you metal maniacs out there? It is time for the Zig Zone. Nice day today. It was not much, no rain. Although I do love the rain. We did need it. Thank you, sky gods or whoever was up there making it rain. Love it. But before, Scott decides to sit here and, give me too much shit, fuck my Cowboys. All right? Alls I can say, guys, is that why the hell, with 40 seconds left in the goddamn game, after you tied it up with 2 minutes left in the game, you tied it up, then you went for a two-pointer, got the two-pointer, then you fucked up. I thought I was gonna fall on my fucking face. I was a sobbing mess in the corner like a goddamn junkie, been sober for 5 minutes. But I have in the house, I got JT.
What's up, man? How you been?
Fallen Union. What's up, my brother? And I've got my brother Scott McLaughlin in the house.
What's happening?
And it is, we need to do our shot. We didn't get this, recorded earlier. I was sitting there trying to figure out why in the hell my computer wasn't, going to be able to play my God Zombie song from Bellevue. Hopefully my buddy Boz is listening on in because I'm going to play that. Anyways, guys, we gotta turn around and look at the camera there. We're ready. You can go out and film us anytime, son. You know how to do that, right? All right, so very good. We are live on the Zig Zone. It's Monday for the Singers Clinic. Jeremy Meyer will be here shortly. And cheers.
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 Mike.
You and that tequila.
What happened?
I mean, you're not
What
here,
happened?
dude. You're not here.
Who did what?
You didn't come and take a shot.
Y'all took a shot without me?
Come on, dude.
Hold
Okay, we gotta
on.
get in
Hold
here.
on 1 second.
Oh,
I'm training back here, man.
Jeez, this guy. Actually,
not
I
bad.
didn't even pour him one. Jose Cuervo Blue Agave.
That's a different one. That
That's a
agave
good one.
is sweet.
Training.
There you go. Right here, buddy.
What, all by myself?
All by yourself
Aw,
because you failed to join us.
sucks.
Okay, now we're all even.
Cheers,
Yeah.
brother.
Thank you.
All right, very
Yep,
good.
yep.
You got a shirt last week, yeah, Mike?
Yes.
Okay, just want to make sure.
I've been sleeping in it every night. Thinking of
I bet you have. Thinking about me, huh? You sexy beast, you. Speaking of shirts, JT,
Sweet.
I know you're an extra large. You fat fuck. What's
I told you, man, you had to have fat by soys.
right?
Yep.
Plus size for us
That's
big
right.
guys.
Thanks,
Right.
homeboy.
You bet. I got one for Jeremy as soon as he gets here too.
Oh, sweet. I'm totally going to rock that, bro.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, threw one out to we were at M15 on Saturday. Any of those that were out there on Saturday, man, Reclaim the Sky. Have you ever seen them, Jeremy? Or Jeremy, JT?
Oh.
I have once.
What do you think?
And I like them a lot. I'm very familiar with AJ. Very cool guy.
Oh, AJ Rage, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good drummer. Very
yeah,
solid.
for sure.
Does his
He's been
homework.
on the scene a while too, so he's a hustler. He's a hustler
He is.
for sure.
Yeah, he's. I had a conversation with AJ earlier last week. We were talking, and he's really wanting to get on board with the whole Kaotic thing and want to do some promotion stuff. Want to do some gigs. He's like, yeah, I got a lot, just a lot of bands that we can just, really good bands we can just book shows. Good. That makes two of us.
That's good.
We're on board, man. So
It's always nice to have a crew of people you can work with. Who are going to hustle.
Right.
And AJ's definitely one of them. So
Yeah, not those kind of bands that just hope that oh yeah we'll do they don't bring anybody. There's no announcement. There's no I don't know, just the lazy fuckers. You know what I mean? The ungrateful ones. I had Zeno on the air, and Sphinx mentioned that, and I'm like going, I totally agree. He's like, dude, I don't want anybody on my goddamn coattails. Let's do this. So that's why when he books gigs, and he makes sure that there's people that are going to be getting out there and hustling. You know what I mean?
right on.
Because that's same thing with Mr. Crowley.
Yeah.
You're not just going to sit there and play with some other Yahoo.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you guys are actually playing everywhere.
Yeah, I just met up with the promoter for Sam and Will up there at the Rock and Brews.
Sweet,
So I'm gonna be doing some shows, booking some shows for them.
Nice.
Oh, I'll be at one of those. And then JT, you guys got your CD release party coming up at M15.
Oh yeah, we're way stoked about that, man.
Dude, go ahead.
Power Man 5000.
Fucking A,
An
dude.
orgy, yeah.
I am so looking forward to that. I've never seen Orgy play, but I've heard they're super fucking awesome. I did pull up a couple of videos on YouTube with them, and they look amazing.
Yeah, I've never seen them either, so it's kind of an honor to be able to get on the show. So,
and Power Man 5000 is just one of my favorite bands. I've been listening to them for years.
another hustler, been around a long time, so that's
Now,
always a good thing.
I don't know if you know, Scott. I've heard that basically there's outside of this. What's the singer's name? I keep forgetting his freaking name. I hit my first brick wall tonight.
Rob Zombie, bro.
Well,
It's his brother. It's his brother. Yeah.
But
He's got a number or some shit, doesn't he?
Yeah, I forget what it is. But anyways, what I've heard is him and the guitar player, the only two. I guess what I've just heard, and I've tried to delve into it and tried to find out, and I can't find anything. But they said everyone else has been fired, including the drummer, and got replaced.
Yeah, they have their new drummer is actually one of the XL drumstick artists too.
Oh, really?
That's
Oh,
nice.
okay. So it was true then.
Yeah, they've got a new guy. I like their old stuff. Like when I first heard of them, like what was that?
When the Stars
2000?
Revolt.
Yeah, before that.
Okay, before that. Okay, but still, when the Stars Revolt, it's still old. It's still.
Yeah, I'm
quite
talking
a
like
few
their first like one or two albums. It was
Okay.
very like funky. They had a percussionist on stage, and it was like more of a funk feel. It's totally different from what they're doing now.
Yeah, they went kind of like after the second album. I think they kind of went into that techno.
Yeah, which is cool.
hip-hop
It's
kinda-
more mainstream stuff, but it's a totally different feel of what they did back when they first started.
Yeah.
I just dug that funky kind of metal sound. That was really cool.
I think most musicians evolve though over
Yeah.
a period of time. So
You
it's
have to like
experimental stuff.
a lot of bands I've been with, same fucking shit. You go from one style to another, and you just kind of follow the times.
Yeah,
sure.
and I think with most bands you have to do that, but it's not like your AC/DC. I mean, you just stay with what you got, and that's
True.
what sells, and you don't stray from that. Same thing with Led Zeppelin; they never changed. They had that same Led Zeppelin thing, and that's what I respected about them. I loved it. But yeah, you have bands that have to evolve, and I do think that the later stuff that with Power Man did get better. I was never really in the techno kind of thing, but they just what they did and the heaviness of the guitars, and even though a lot of the drum stuff was sample kind of stuff, but it still just sounded really solid.
Yeah.
I liked them.
Oh, it's cool.
Yeah, I'm really excited. It'll be fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great gig, dude. I'm really looking forward to it. Did you bring my tickets?
I got some. Yes.
Is that a
Very
Schultz
nice.
gig or is that a?
It's Schultz. Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
All right, very good. Want to
I
make sure
happen
got
to have
mine.
tickets. I was gonna have
Hey,
some on
okay.
the Zig.
Hey, Mr. Day Zero, come on over. I got a show for you.
Well, because when damn well PJ wasn't bring me no goddamn tickets, you fuck.
Hey, he's listening right now too.
I
Hey,
know he is.
Shame on you, PJ.
God damn it.
Don't worry. See, but that's how we roll. I got his back, so I got a few on me.
What day is that?
So it's February 4th, Saturday. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, buddy, Saturday.
I don't think I have anything.
Okay, good. So that means we'll have the Great White Vagina and my girl. We'll take his car. Let my girl drive us all home. You and I pass out in the back seat.
Sweet.
Like on Saturday? Like
Yeah. Dude, we got... I was fine. Well, when we first got out there, I'm like, okay, well, shit, come on, Scott, let me buy you a drink, and So, what did she say? She goes, "Oh, you want?" Because it was in a Macy's. She goes, "You want a small, large?" I'm asking him like, "On a large, of course." He's like, "Dude, I already got a good buzz going. I've been drinking since like 1:00 this afternoon." I'm like, "Oh, well, Well, here you go. Drink up, Buttercup."
That's fine.
And I got me some Long Island, so I was fine. Then I introduced the band, and I've never done that before.
I actually saw there's I don't know who it was. It must have been a fan or
My girl. She
was
posted
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, she posted a little video of you, dude.
Yeah.
I saw that. That was pretty cool, man.
I've never done that before, and I'm on the stage, behind the curtain. I got my mic, man, and I was like nervous. I mean, I don't know how many I've been on that freaking stage.
That's what I'm saying. You're such a
You're too
personable
close to the
guy.
vagina.
Right? And then I get out there, and I knew what I was going to say. I had everything memorized and forgot everything, dude.
Dude, I know exactly how you feel, man.
I'm a drummer. I'm not the kind of person that wants to be up front getting all that attention. I'm just not me. Here in the studio, I don't give a shit. I'll talk all goddamn day long. But just the whole thing about being right there on the stage, right in front, that's your job.
Yeah.
You know
Well,
what I mean?
don't doubt for 1 minute that I don't get nervous. I mean, I've been doing this for such a long time, and even still, like, you go on. It doesn't matter who you're playing for, how many people are there. It matters is these people are coming to see you, support the cause, and you want to make sure you're giving them your all. So, literally, sometimes first two songs I have to push through it because I'm like nervous as fuck, but. You start getting into a rhythm and you're like, okay, you get in the zone again and you're like, okay, cool.
Right.
But yeah, I know what you mean. Like public speaking, I'm like terrified. It's crazy. You put me on a stage and I'm terrified again, but you move past that initial shock and then you just kind of get in the zone.
Well, me being a motorcycle instructor, I'm in front of a class, of 12 students per, range, or I could do a classroom with 24 in it. And I'm in front of people. That does not bother me. I don't know what it is. I think when you're on the stage, it's like a power thing. You're like standing above, and I don't know. It's like
You
really
are
weird.
a freak.
I don't want to do it again.
I don't ever think like that. I don't think it's a matter of that. It's just,
No?
You're a musician, dude. I mean, you want to make, you've been playing drums your whole freaking life, right?
Right.
The same with Scott. Like, you want to make sure, when you play for somebody, whoever comes to see you, you want to give it your all. You want them to leave going, wow, those guys were freaking amazing. I'm going to come and see them again.
Correct.
And that's what I strive to do every time, and I'm sure the guys, anybody does, any musician. I would
But
think.
it's just, like I said, just weird being in the front. You know what I mean?
That's what Jimbo, I just went and was hanging with him on, Friday? Or no, Sunday.
Sunday for the
Sunday.
comic thing, yeah.
Yeah, and he's the same way. He's like, everyone's like been busting his balls to be a comic because he's a funny fucker.
Oh, man,
And-
that guy's hilarious.
And he finally started doing it probably about a year ago or so and introducing all the comics. So he's hosting all these shows at the Improv and stuff, and he's a funny motherfucker. And he's finally getting like more comfortable on stage, but he always comes up, oh God. he's just not comfortable up there yet. But he's still trying, but it's like he's used to being back behind the mic like you.
Right.
So same sort of idea, but
Well, being a comic is tough.
Oh,
Because we have Roy and Jimmy that's on after us, and I'm telling you, these guys are absolutely hilarious. And I seen Roy and at the Bray Improv, and I couldn't do that. I just people say, "Oh, Zig, you cracked me up," and I could never do that. I mean, I think I crack you up because you're probably drunk, and I'm just stupid. But to do that, being a comedian's tough,
you're fucking very vulnerable.
right?
Like there was, I forget what Jimbo said on last night. There was one joke about black people, and he just like everyone. There was a lot of black people there, so he just like froze because, oh God, who was the headliner? This funny guy. He's
touchy
a black,
subject.
He's a black comedian, but really funny guy, really cool guy. But yeah, there was a larger crowd there for that, and he said something about like, yeah, you black something and something, just joking, just nothing racist.
And it got quiet.
It got very quiet. You could tell he was just like,
man.
oh shit. But yeah, you're vulnerable. You say anything, and it could be taken the wrong way or whatever, and it's
Easily.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then that
and you're the
moment is-
only one on stage. It's not like a band. you're the only fucker up there. You can get heckled to death.
Right? And then the eyes are on you. You
Yeah.
know, you're like, oh shit. And then you got to come up with something,
Yeah,
Oh, for sure.
right?
recoup.
That's too funny. Oh well, I gotta wait till Jeremy gets here. I know he's running a little bit late because I had
The
some
last-
a little
Singers,
bit of-
man.
Singers, man. You guys, these fucking guys, man.
Well, shit.
Swear to God.
The JJ didn't make it tonight. He didn't make it
I
the
know. I was
last
so
show.
looking forward to seeing him. What the heck?
He had to work in Pacific Palisades, right?
Again, yeah, that's what he said.
He does what he does. I mean, obviously, we have jobs outside of this.
Like, that's more important than being on Chaotic Radio. What the
Right?
heck, dude?
Hey, but JJ, bite me, you bastard. You better call in and say hi.
I still need that story, by the way.
Yeah.
Why
eventually.
the insider doesn't have the motherfucking story is
Eventually, right?
pretty sad.
You had a song called Jesus
Jesus Junkies.
Junkies, okay, on your last album, and that's my favorite song. And
That's so rad.
And when you guys were on the air, and we had played it because I've obviously had my copy, and I'm like, man, I love this song. And I told you, I says, dude, when I was in a band called Bellevue, this album was done in 1998, 99, and I said, we have a song written the same way. Everybody knows I'm an atheist. Okay, I have no problem.
Nothing wrong with that.
I have no problem with people if you would believe in and everybody that knows me. I was raised in a Southern Baptist home. Went to church, on twice on Sunday and once on Wednesday for prayer study or Bible study. And I just, as I got older, and I was the kid that questioned. In Sunday school, I'm sitting there, and when they were like, "Oh, well, God is everywhere," and I would ask questions, and the Sunday teacher, she would look at me like not having an answer, and that's when I started questioning myself. And then when I got more into, just the universe and everything, like for JJ does, I had a lot of questions, and I come to find out that I think this is how this works. The band I was in when we wrote this song, I lived I was actually living at the singer's house for a while. I came across some hard times, and so I was living at his house for a while. And there was a Jehovah's Witness church right up the street.
Oh, they're the best.
Oh my dude,
They're the best.
I would say at least 3 times a week they'd be knocking on his door.
Hi, how you doing?
Right?
Hi. They'd come up to fucking the ex's house when I was down there in Elsinore, and they'd always walk up, and I'd be like, oh, God, they're in the wrong fucking neighborhood right now. They'd come up, and I'd just, like, what do you want? Leave me alone. Total asshole to them. And it's like, you know what? I can appreciate whatever you're trying to push or bullshit on me, but it's like, you're bullshitting the wrong. You can't bullshit a bullshitter.
Right?
You can't spread your hate or your fakeness. I don't know. I have a thing about religion. It's pretty pathetic.
Yeah. Especially when there's so many. Who's right? All right?
Well,
and not
yeah.
to mention that, mind you, the people that wrote the Bible thought the world was flat. I just want to let you know that.
There's still people who believe the world is flat.
Yeah, we know you do, but that's besides the point.
The Flatland Society, do you not haven't heard of them?
No, I have not.
Yeah, they believe the world's flat. You should watch their documentary
Are
on
you
YouTube.
serious?
No, their documentary on YouTube is about 2 hours long, and it explains how there's a dome over us and how everything you see on the dome is actually a screen and so forth and so on. We can't get to the dome because of it's blocked by the government and so forth and so on. It's a whole thing. You should watch it.
Oh, you're kidding
Wasn't that a
me.
movie?
No, yeah, you're thinking of the Truman Show, but
No, I'm
they
thinking of The Simpsons. That's what I'm thinking.
well, Colony too. They have the same thing. But yeah, no, I'm sure they're seriously. They think this. Honestly, you should watch it. It's freaking hilarious.
You're gonna have to send me that.
The link, yeah.
Send me the link, dude. I will watch that, and we will have a show about that.
Really, it's awesome. I'm gonna find it right now and send it to you.
Okay, sounds good. So, anyways, this album it's a band called Bellevue, and the album's called The Ward, and it's called God Zombie because when he was me and him.
God's Army.
God Zombie.
Oh, God
that's
Zombie.
the name of the name. The Ward is the album, and then
Okay.
God Zombie is the
Okay.
song. And it was funny because the
It's a
reason
great title.
we came up with this idea because they kept coming, and then one day they came in, and I forget what we did, but we were fucked up.
You never.
Right?
Come
so
on.
I think we're actually on shrooms or something like that, man.
Jesus.
And
Sounds like
just
fun.
had a field day with these people, and then came up with this song. We just like, yeah, let's write a song about these people, man. So, anyways, this is a song called "God Zombie" from my previous band, The War, Bellevue.
Let's hear this.
Toss the dice to find the price is twice what we afford. To sacrifice free thought, free speech, and free will in the name of the Lord. Perhaps you're right. Maybe I'm the Antichrist. How the fuck would you know? You are yet to see her. I ain't no role model, never wish to be. Save your fucking pamphlets, don't about that shit at me. God zombie, God zombie. Don't pretend this message is sent, don't annoy, I destroy. And please, my friend, now don't you defend what you believe you receive. I ain't no role model, never wish to be. Save your fucking pamphlets, act out about that shit at me. God zombie, God zombie, fuck.
Yeah, buddy, huh?
I like that, dude.
Isn't that
was
cool?
It actually had a really cool groove to it.
Yeah,
What
buddy.
happened to that band?
You know, it's a funny thing because when the singer Boz, we were in a band called Tiger Bay, and back from '88 to '91, and really big on the Hollywood Strip when the whole metal scene was like really happening right before the grunge came in. And when the grunge kind of took over, that band kind of, you know, I'm going to be honest, I showed up a couple times too fucked up.
No,
Yeah, that was
I
me.
don't believe it.
And I got booted out of the band.
Drummers.
Yeah, that was the drummer thing. But I mean, come on, I was 21 years old. I was going through a divorce, and I was just having a really bad time.
Why were you married at 21?
Yeah, thank you very much.
I'm sorry.
Right?
Dude, I didn't even get married at 21.
It was just one of those things, man. You know, one of those dumb, stupid things you do.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, the pussy wasn't all that good anyways. So,
At 21, how do you know, fool?
I was laying that shit, man. I was laying pipe at 16, man. So I got kicked out of that band, and then I joined Bellevue, but it was a three-piece. It was all instrumental. Me, the guitar player, the bass player, and that's all we did for like a few years. And then I recruited, when Tiger Bay fell apart, I recruited Boz, and then we got that basically what happened is we entered this Battle of the Band thing. And I was like, hey, Boz, we're in the Battle of the Bands, and we'd love to have a singer that's in front of us. She's like going, what the hell? I'll do it. And so there was 5 tiers. So by the time we got to the third one, he's like going, we're sitting there having a beer, and he's like going, you know what, dude? Because I kept bugging him to join the band. He's like going, you know what, dude? If we win this, I'll join the band.
That's awesome. And
sure enough, we ended up winning that Battle of the Bands. And he joined, and then we put, 3 albums, and that was from 94 up until this last one. We used to kick ass, dude. It was great. We played a lot of local clubs out in the South Bay, and it was nice because when you had you played a small venue, like 1650, Scott, packed, just jam packed. I mean, so with the body heat was so fucking intense that I was sweating balls before I even started playing.
Okay, next question. What happened? Why aren't you guys together anymore? What happened?
The bass player just turned into a complete douche.
Damn it. Hate when that happens.
Fucking bass players, man. Turned into a complete douche. We just kind of letting all of us do the rest of the work. And I don't know. We just kind of and then the guitar player and the singer went off, started doing their own little thing. I like an idiot, stayed with the bass player and try to keep it going. And just one thing after just kept falling down like dominoes, dude. So
I would have came to see that band for sure.
Yeah. It was I loved it, dude, because when we performed live, we performed better than we recorded. So when you came to a gig, it was really intense, and Boz was a great showmanship person, which is one of the things that we're going to talk about tonight is being the front man and drawing the crowd. What Boz did is he was an animal, dude. He pulled you in. He ran all around the freaking stage. Dude. He's kind of like Mick from 7 Reasons Why. Mick Scott's all over dude. He's on the bar. When he's not on the stage, you're like, going, where the hell is he?
Yeah, but Mick Scott is a sexy motherfucker too.
He's got that thing.
I mean, he's got that appeal about him. He can do that for sure.
And Boz had this long ass hair, dude, all the way down to his ass, blonde. He was so skinny, kind of like Mick, and that's what he did. And he commanded the audience. And he's not so skinny. Not so commanding the audience anymore.
Hey, but you know what, dude? You never know. You might jam with them again, dude.
I always told him, I says, dude, you know what? I've known him since I was 19. So he's one of the longest people I've ever known.
That's
and
cool.
we still talk, and we're still buddies. But I told him, I said, dude, if ever you ever wanted me to jam with you, dude, that is an open invitation, and I will be there.
I'd like to see that.
So now back to the stage, the frontman, being a frontman, because that was my whole setup with introducing Reclaim the Sky. I'm trying to set myself up because I'm very terrible about that. Like I said, to me, that wasn't a comfortable spot. Even though I
think you did
loved,
great though, dude.
The band
from what I saw.
Yeah, I think I love the band, and that's why I did it, because I just really, they're my new favorite band, and they just kick fucking ass. And
well, a lot of people know who you are too, Zig. So it's like I'm sure people were digging that.
Right.
You know, so
we got a lot of applause.
But we're our own worst critics, aren't we?
We are.
It's like
we are. Now
you think, I did terrible. I felt like a jackass, and then afterwards you're like, everybody's going, dude, you did great.
Right.
So
like Julie, the singer of Reclaim the Sky, is just really, she really commands the stage. What did you think, Scott?
Oh, she did a great job. Yeah, no, it's a little different genre than I was thinking it was, because I hadn't heard them before, but it was cool. Drummer was just like a solid pocket drummer, and it kind of kept it together, and the vocals I felt like the vocals were more of the front point to it.
Yeah. And she commanded the audience. She was there. She has the long hair. She's beautiful. Actually, she's really hot. I'm just gonna say that. But yes, I am taken. I'm not trying to don't anybody trying to throw me under the bus with my girlfriend. Hey, Otsko, Zig was saying that Julie's hot. Well, yeah, she is. She's smoking fucking hot. But she commands the stage. She makes sure that she's got everybody's attention. So being a frontman, what does that take? I mean, when you walk on the stage, I mean, obviously you were saying that it takes a couple of songs for you to kind of really get warmed up. But what is it after the fact that? Because I mean, you have that job. That is your job.
Yeah.
Mine and Scott's job is to keep everybody moving.
And you guys can hide. You guys can hide behind that kid.
Not really, not anymore. Like him, he's got a bigger kid. I've got a really small kid, and that's why I'm like kind of forced to.
That's mine.
Okay, but yeah, no, I mean it's drummers can't always hide. Yeah,
Right.
I mean, when
No,
you've got
that's
a
true.
tiny kit, you're forced to throw things out there.
Well,
and-
actually, with the guy running your smoke machine at 1650,
well, that
you
guy
can barely see. You can see a stick way up here.
Scott was like, yes!
I'm like,
funny.
I'm thinking, I go, God damn, how does? I'm sitting there with vagina. I'm like, going, dude,
I don't know, man.
how was Scott breathing back there, dude? He's got to be suffocating.
That stuff doesn't smell pleasant either, man.
No.
It
No.
doesn't, dude. It's like, it makes you like choke. You're like, okay,
Right, because it's not dry ice. It's like a powder.
Yeah,
kind of
it's some
stuff.
chemical horse shit.
Right.
It's like, what the fuck? Yeah, no, that was awkward, but
So like me and Scott, we're in the back. I mean, mine and Scott's job is to keep that rhythm, keep the power going, keep everybody else on time. That's where the guitar players are looking back, making sure we're all on the same page. The front man, now you have a different job. Oh, did you forward him the text you sent me?
I did not, dude.
Why didn't you think about
I
that?
thought you did,
No.
bro.
Send it
Okay,
to him.
Speaking
hey,
of front, where's the other
Jeremy,
guy?
I'm texting you right now, man. I don't know where you're at, but I'm gonna text you the address right this minute.
I mean, you already had the text.
Okay, I don't know. I guess I
Fucking
got
singers.
lost.
And Jeremy, you've been here before. I'm just saying. But so the thing is, you have to. Your job is along with guitar players, but a lot of people focus on the singer.
Yeah.
And so, at what point what mindset do you get into to like draw them in?
I tell you, man. Well, number one, I have to get really high. I don't know, man. I get more in the zone. I focus more when I take a rip.
Right.
But for the most part, dude, I get nervous, dude. Again, like I said, you want to make sure that these people are entertained. It's very important to me to do that. And, so I really want to make sure I'm on my game when I go in there. And sometimes it does take me a minute to settle in. It takes me a song or two to kind of focus on things. And then, it's all about crowd interaction, really. So it's just about pushing through it. There's really no better feeling. I'm sure you can agree with me, Scott. I mean, when you're on stage playing for people, Zig, you know how it is. It's like you can't describe that feeling. It's kind of a mixture of like anxiety and excitement, like and almost orgasmic at the same time. You can't explain it to people because they're just
Adrenaline.
like, what? Yeah, they're like, you'd rather do that than have sex? Well, yeah, kind of, because I mean, when you're done, the release that you feel when you leave that stage is like, dude, that was awesome.
Right.
You're just like exhausted. And it's a good feeling.
But it is a really big job. I mean, when you're looking out and you're performing, the people are rocking. Are you noticing like, okay, well, let's say you like, I'm not getting the response I want.
Oh, totally. But you can never know. Like I'm a huge nerd on the day, during the day, man. Outside of music. Like I wear my heart on my sleeve, so sometimes I'll say stupid shit, and people may take it the wrong way. So it's the same thing when you're playing. You get up there and you want to make sure there's like, okay, I got all these people looking at me. I want to make sure they're entertained, and sometimes they're feeling you, sometimes they're not. So really, at the end of the day, you're hoping that the music that you've created with your band delivers the goods. Really?
Fortunately, you have good musicians with you.
Oh,
I mean,
totally, dude.
I was in a band with Henry, obviously for I think it was 6 years. A really great performer.
Henry's awesome.
And you've got Julian, which is a great bass player.
Julian and I have a long history together. We went through a lot of stuff together, so
And then you got PJ. He's a great, solid drummer.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
For sure.
There's a nice pocket. You know. So, question: if you feel that you're not like really up to par, do you like get behind? Because I've watched singers do this. I've watched actually Danville do this. If he's just not feeling it right there at the beginning, like you said, the first couple songs, he'll sit there and he like get behind Henry or something like that. Draw the attention on here. Do you do that?
No, you know what? I don't really do that. I mean, the guys in the band pretty much have their own appeal and their own kind of energy, so I don't really, necessarily have to hide behind them. We all kind of get into the vibe after, the first song or so. I think that's like anything. Because you come out, you got all that energy. You got to control that energy when you're playing songs, and even, dude, Jules reprimands me all the time. Like, sometimes I'm so high energy when I get out there that, I could be a little pitchy when I come out. So I got to kind of get in the zone and calm down a little bit and focus on, the songs at hand, really. It usually pays off.
Right.
So
you don't do any. You do some back vocals, don't you, Scott?
Not really with the bands I'm with now. This new album I'm doing with Day Zero, I want to try to delve into that again. I did with this band called Jam Fingered. I did, and there was even one song I did all the vocals and had to drum, and it was like a really fast hardcore song. That was interesting, but made it work. But yeah, no, I definitely want to get back into that again.
I can do studio vocal. I can do some like back vocal in the studio.
Yeah.
As long as I have some ears on, I can.
Well, it's definitely
hold the tone. But live, dude, it's like, well, it's why when you hear the singer, like, then they cover their ear. People ask me like, "Hey Zig, why do people do that?"
Well, that's
because
if
they
don't have
can't
in-ears.
hear themselves.
I think that's just individuals, bro. I don't think everybody does that.
No.
Not everybody. No, not everybody. But you see singers do that.
If they're doing that, they're either pushing their in-ears in further so I can hear it better, or they don't have in-ears and they're just plugging their ears to hear the monitors, whatever.
Oddly enough, I don't use in-ears at the moment.
Oh, you got to get some.
Oh, I'm thinking about it, and
Night
obviously
and day.
NAMM is this year, but I haven't really had a need for them up to this point.
It's great.
I really make it a point when I'm dialing in our sound, like when we're doing a sound check or we're first setting up. I really make it a point to talk to the sound man and the guy who's running my monitors ahead of time. Yeah, we're a very vocal driven band. I need to make sure I can hear the vocals, and for the most part, I get what I need to hear in order to, if I can't hear myself, then we got problems.
Right.
And that's where we're at. But
right.
yeah, for the most part, I've been focused on getting some in-ears this NAMM, so we'll see what happens.
I'm thinking about getting some myself.
Definitely a worthwhile investment.
Yeah.
I mean,
the only reason I thought about them is because Scott, when they did the Mr. Crowley did the K-Cow kegger.
Yeah.
I was like, and I kind of questioned him about that when he first came on the drum clinic, and I'm like, I think I'm going to do that.
For that show,
because.
it was absolutely necessary.
Yeah.
I mean, the monitors are shit when you're sitting there, especially with drums, because everything just bounces right off.
Right.
The cymbals and everything, just everything counteracts anything that's coming out of that speaker, and you can't hear shit.
Right.
So having them in your ears, I think the drummer is a must to have in ears.
Oh, for sure.
That, and especially if you use any backtracks or any click or anything like that going on, then you absolutely have to have it.
Yeah, that's my next investment. But we need to take a little bit of break. I do want to give a shout out to our sponsors. We've got Freddie Puente's. If you ever need a wrap for your vehicle, you want something on your the front of your shop or your store or something like that, man, you need to give Freddie Puente's a call. We do have the commercials coming up. You're going to hear his information. Also, MTS Motorcycle Training Services and SoCal Motorcycle Training, which, of course, the CEOs of SoCal are in Hawaii right now.
Bastards.
Right?
That
Surf
time of
and
year.
turf,
Yeah, I've
baby.
got a few friends that are out there. It's like,
Must be nice. Anyways, we'll be right back in 2 and 2 on the Zig Zone at the Singer Clinic.
I don't know. Y'all gonna do something right now? Have a cigarette? Oh, man. Who has a cigarette? I need a cigarette. Y'all killing me. $30 seconds.
It's raw, it's uncensored, it's live 24/7. It's chaoticradio.com.
Trust me, I have never felt so alive. You should see what I
Yeah, Reclaiming Sky. Gotta love him, man. Love that band. And I'm like a really, I mean, I listen to everything, you know, and I'm a really big fan of female singers, which next Monday, is going to be my female singer. I've never had one.
Awesome.
And I'm going to have Julian from Reclaiming the Sky on the air, and I'm also going to have Lizanne Warner from Dog and Butterfly. And just, there he is.
I'm here, goddammit.
Come on, this fucking guy. How you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. How are you guys?
It's good to see you, man.
Friends don't shake hands. Friends get hugs.
Oh, we have a moment here. What's up, Jeremy?
What the fuck?
Come on, let me
man?
get you all plugged in here, dude. Just like storming on in. Oh,
Snot.
Oh,
Better-
love
better-
fucking
better.
snot.
better late than never.
I'm here. I went to the fucking Upland address.
Oh,
Did
no.
you really?
I did.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
Yes.
The bitch about it is that I live right down the street from here, but I couldn't remember where it was.
I was like, going, dude,
I
he's
just
been
Googled it and went.
And
he's
he
been-
doesn't even get high,
He's
bro.
been here before. What the hell?
Yeah, laugh it
man.
up.
You-
Laugh
you
it
Hey,
there?
if it makes you feel any better,
Let's
I did
turn
ask.
that mic sideways for me,
I did
Jeremy.
text
He's got-
Zig for the
other
address
way.
earlier.
The other way.
Cool.
It-
I got it, thanks
Alright.
from you.
the
What do
other
you
way.
want?
Turn it the other way. You talk on that yellow line.
On the yellow line.
No,
right
no,
there.
not on the yellow line. You goofball.
Right here.
Singers, man.
There you
I know,
go.
I'm fucking with
Singers,
you.
Fucking
bro.
singer, man. He's the guy with the mic in his hand.
What's this, a mic? You supposed to talk into this thing?
He just sees a big long thing.
All right, I'm here. God damn it. Let's do this.
Oh, this guy, man.
Do we have
So,
to restart again here?
anyway, right?
I'd offer you a beer, but he doesn't drink, right?
No,
he
I
doesn't?
haven't drank
Okay.
for almost
No.
10 months.
Man,
Dude,
I'm proud of you,
congratulations,
bro.
dude. That is
Thanks,
awesome,
man.
brother.
Here, I'll drink to that.
Fucking
Boom!
hey,
I will too.
I got my Dr. Pepper here.
There
Cheers.
you go.
Scott,
Good
why
job,
don't you
buddy.
pour us a few, and then make sure you
man.
pour Mike one too, and but speaking of sobriety, I've got a few buddies that are that did the sobriety thing, and dude, that's awesome.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I
know?
just did it for me. I wasn't like a drunk or anything. I just decided I didn't want to drink anymore.
No, and I remember you actually posting that several months ago.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think I'm just going to stop drinking.
Right.
Straight
That
up.
was it.
That was it.
I just was, you know what it was? It was I was out every night hanging out with the wrong people, getting into the wrong situations, partying. I'm a happy drunk. I love to have fun. I love to fucking party. So I just needed to take it a notch down and just do something else, man.
Good job.
And
Because
there
it
you
was
go.
a revolving door for me. Like, I'm not one of those guys who can just keep drinking every day and just go about and maintain life. Like, I have to fucking party. I'm the dude who looks for the after party.
Right.
So before I got a DUI, before I got all fucked up, I just went, all right, let's put the brakes on. I've had enough. I found myself at 6 a.m. waiting for the fucking grocery stores to open. And you're like, no, this ain't good, bro.
Good for you, dude.
Because I could see it coming. I could see it
Right.
coming. And at least I had the know-it-all to grab myself by the reins and pull my shit back.
Right.
Because
Well,
so
see-
many people don't. Like, I love that you guys are drinking right now, having a good time. I'm not against it at all.
Well, no, because
I hate when people get sober and then they, I'm sober now, I can't hang out with anybody. Go fuck yourself.
Right.
Just do what you do for you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for
because one of my very good friends that's on the biker alley with me. He's been sober. He's got he's thinking a little over 3 years now.
Good. That's awesome.
Yeah.
My-
And his was a problem. His became
most
a
people's
problem.
are, yeah.
And it hasn't changed. Him and who he is. And when he comes in, we're sitting here, we're taking shots and what have you. And he's dude, party down.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
You know?
Doesn't
What
it?
the hell?
You don't become anti drinking because you were drinking.
Well, especially those people that now all of a sudden,
It's like a religion thing. You
yeah.
become a Christian and you can't hang out with anyone anymore.
right? Or they sit there and like, well, you shouldn't be drinking, or I shouldn't associate, myself with you because you're drink. Fuck off.
I think you should be doing exactly what you want to do.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well,
Yeah.
my bassist Perry, he doesn't drink. He
Oh,
hasn't
okay, there you
drank
go.
for like over 12 years.
Really?
I don't want to see that fucker drink. From what I've heard, holy shit. no.
Right?
So I'm like, no, that's good. It's a good thing he doesn't drink.
Well, Sphinx Fanzino, he doesn't drink either.
He doesn't either? Okay.
No. And
I didn't think
actually,
so.
Well, I was sitting here. We were going to get ready to take shots, and I had no idea. And this was last year, early last year sometime. And he goes, yeah. He goes, no, I don't want a shot. I'm like, okay, cool. He goes, yeah. He goes, he goes, I don't drink. He goes, and the reason being is you don't want me drinking. I'm like, really? He goes, yeah. I become that guy. I'm like, okay, well then that's not.
That's enough. That's enough insight.
Because he's a scary
Yeah.
motherfucker as it is. Got the white eyes, just like, oh my shit, dude, really. That freaks me out sometimes. But
He's a good guy, though.
he is,
Great guy.
I love all the guys from Zeno, man, and he's hopefully gonna get me because I was sitting with the last gig, I was sitting there with Scotty from Great White. I'm like, get these guys on the
Jack Russell's
these guys
Great
on the
White?
show.
No.
I had to throw that in there.
Well, no, I'm friends with those guys, too. I mean, no, Robbie, the guitar player, is a really good
I
friend.
can't keep
He's
track. There's-
Really good guy.
It's
Yeah.
weird when you get to okay. There's two.
Yeah.
And you gotta figure which one.
I think I've seen both of them too. And
Yeah, it's kind of an awkward situation when you're friends with both, and it's like, what do you do? Who do you choose? It's like you can't. You just support who you can.
You can't
and,
choose. You just,
Yeah,
just let them do them.
Be yourself.
Be yourself.
Yeah.
But I did want to, because I was giving shout outs earlier before we took the break, and one of the because I'm still not sure if hey Mike,
What happened?
Did Freddie Puentes is his commercial rolling? I haven't been listening lately.
Who? Which one is who?
The rap guy. Remember, I recorded his commercial.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Let me look for it.
Okay. Well, anyways, I'm going to give him a shout out right now. So
I might be calling that dude too.
Yeah, call him.
Yeah, this guy is the baddest rap guy. He's got my truck. If you go out in the parking lot, my truck is completely wrapped. It's all by him. He did Brandon's from the Ranaholics. One of the owners of Kaotic. He's got his van done. He did the front of the station. He's done my shop. He did everything for my shop. He does my stickers. Does my cards. So he does business cards, does stickers.
Really?
He's done all the motorcycle training places that I work for, and I work for 5 of them, and he's done them all.
Does he do bass drum heads?
Yes, he does. He did my heads.
There you go.
He did mine.
I'm looking for
head.
I'm looking for a Crowley one.
There you go.
All right.
He's the guy, and it's Freddie Puentes. Just tell him that Zig sent you, and it's 951-907-3610. That is Freddie Puentes at 951-907-3610. The best deals in the town, and I'm telling you, I've had my stuff at my shop for few years, and it still looks like he just put it up yesterday. Guaranteed.
Can he do a bass drum head by Thursday?
That's you know what we can call him right now. Put his ass on the air and find. I bet he could.
Oh, there you go.
I bet he could.
If he can, then
He did that.
I'll get him going.
Thank
And
you,
he
sir.
did that. JT. There you
Oh
go.
snap! That's going on my pimp ride.
KaoticRadio.com sticker.
Right on the
Oh, and it
Wizindo.
has the Zig Zone on there. I love that, bro.
Although he didn't do this one. This is my T-shirt. But Jeremy, this is yours.
Oh,
All
is that a
brother.
schmedium?
It's a large.
Hey, he didn't eat that boy size.
It's a large, but it's 100% cotton, so it'll probably shrink
that'll
to your
fit me.
smaller frame.
I got big boobies. I'm good.
Dude, I'm stoked on this right now, bro. Thank you for that.
Not bad, huh? You know what? Actually, you can give one to that fucktard. I mean, that my buddy.
Henry will rock that shit.
There's one.
Actually, you know
for
what,
him,
dude?
too.
You may
And
as well
one to
give me
Julian.
to everybody. Give me 2 more.
Yeah, there you go.
Because I can't give one to Jules without not giving one to BJ. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I got to give them all one.
Or next time I work on Jules' bike, we can just slap
But hey,
him right across his tank.
You need to do a bass clinic next time.
I am. I'm already in the works of that. I'm
Sweet.
thinking.
A who?
Well, see, here's the problem.
A what?
JT is
A what?
look at Scott.
I'm just fucking with you.
No, he's not fucking with you. Here's Scott. Because
It's like, what do you need a bass clinic
No,
for?
no,
You got drums.
No, here's the deal.
You got drums. That's all you need.
We're on the way to M15 on Saturday, right?
Oh no.
And VJJ's like going. He says, "Well, you know, I'm not going to be there."
VJJ.
Yeah, the Great Vagina.
Wow.
The guy was here last time.
met
Yeah,
him?
no, I was, but
You
just
didn't
the
know that's what-
JJ. Yeah.
Oh,
I
It's
love
just
that name.
Great White Vagina. Just too much for JJ. A couple syllables.
Who doesn't
I'm
love the
done.
JJ?
Right?
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
right?
snap.
So we're sitting and we're on the way, and so we're already obviously he's already been drinking. I've had a few cocktails before we hopped in the car, and then JJ's all like, yeah, I can't make it. I'm going to be in Pacific Palisades, so I need. And I go, okay, well, Scott, why don't you come on in and just fill in the spot? He's like, oh, for that fucking singer click thing.
That's funny, dude.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did.
No, I
That's
didn't.
funny,
Yes. You're such an instigator, you fucker. Full of shit.
Scott's
Oh,
like,
my
all they
God.
got, why are you going to get a bunch
I
of
said, well,
LSDs
no,
in here,
what I-
man? They're just
what I-
going to get some LSDs, man. That's
no.
it.
LSDs.
What I said is, why would you want me on a singer clinic? I'm a drummer. I'm not a singer.
But
Bullshit.
you're a musician, bro.
I'm just fucking.
He's so full of shit.
You can join the delusional
No,
crowd.
he was just fucking real, but he did say that. Because it's just
Well, someone
this
kept
not a
buying me
singer,
these
damn it.
fucking big ass fucking beers.
Dude, I got more. You want one? I
Oh
got
my
one.
God.
Oh man.
I know
So-
you got some over there.
Well, so now that Jeremy's in, I'm just gonna backtrack. I'm gonna take one step back, Jeremy. And we were talking about being the front man in front of the band. How, like I was saying, that me and Scott our job is to keep the band moving. Well, our job is to keep that rhythm, keep the time going, And we can semi-hide behind the kit, except Scott. His stuff is not as big as mine, but we're still in the background,
Right.
And so as a frontman, everybody's the key eye is on the vocalist, and it's because you're walking back and forth. Because a good vocalist can make or break a band.
Big time. And same with the drummer. Same with really.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you have a singer, I've watched bands have a great goddamn singer. I mean, a really awesome singer.
And the band sucks.
And no. The band, everything was good, but the singer just didn't do anything. Kind of like,
just
kind of
vocals?
stood there, just all vocals. And I'm like, wow. I mean, there's so much power here. You need to
do something.
The singer getting there and interacting them. And grab the audience.
Well, that comes down to
soul,
entertainment
you know
too.
what I mean?
Like just because you're good at a job doesn't mean you should be promoted to manager.
True.
You can do something really well, but it doesn't mean you're going to do everything well. I know a lot of singers who are amazeballs, but they just, when you watch them play, it's the same thing. You're just like, come on, dude. And then the flip side to that, the other side to that is there's a lot of singers that I also know that suck, but their bands are blowing the fuck up because there's so much energy, there's so much persistence, there's so much, you can just see that they love it and they feel it. And half of that battle being in a band that's successful is just the perseverance and making it happen. You don't even really have to be a good singer. As long as you got some pipes and you're kind of in key, like realistically, listen to a lot of the singers that are out there. A lot of them suck. But as a unit and as a performer, they're fucking badass, dude.
Yeah, I've actually seen singers that were kind of half-ass, but they put effort into it and they kind of made up for the sour
You go to
notes
see a
they
show.
kinda hit.
It's entertainment.
Yes.
You want to see someone get crazy. If you don't, go to a coffee shop.
True.
Personally, the thing for me is, and when I go see a band and I've never seen them before, if I can't hear a word or understand a word you're saying or talking about, if I can't connect with you on some level, I'm done.
Regardless of the genre.
Let me hear you. Let me hear. No, what are you talking about? That's cool. There's a time and place for screaming and all that stuff. That's all great. That aggression stuff. That's all fun and dandy. But let me hear you and let me connect. That's important.
Right. Yeah.
So.
I mean, because everybody. I think everybody's got a tough job to do. Perform when you're in a band.
Oh yeah.
You do your homework, and one of the key things about being in a band and performing and doing a good job is a lot of practice. A lot of people don't realize that how much effort goes into, that performance when you reach the stage.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, it just gas alone, getting to them back and front band practice, and then getting to the gigs. It's a small fortune we got to spend, and equipment and what have
you. Right. There's a misconception. I'm going to clear this up, and Jeremy, I'm absolutely positive you will agree with me on this. That singers just show up and play. Like, we don't have any equipment.
I was just going to bring that shit up.
Okay, you guys just show up and play. Well, what you don't understand
or you
is
show
it's
up
like,
late.
yeah.
Oh, I'm always late.
It's like,
that's a
we've
given.
already put in a shit ton of work, promoting, getting things lined up. I don't have equipment like Henry does. Henry has a full rig, and Jules and same with PJ. They have a bunch of stuff they have to bring in. Okay, I don't have that. Well, but what I do have is there's a lot of things I've had to line up until this point. Right. So,
I totally
there's a lot
agree.
of stresses that I have to take on my shoulders that the band doesn't have to take on when we're doing a show, because I bring it upon myself to handle things.
Yep.
Right. That's just part of my DNA. That's just part of what I do. That's what I'm good at. So, I want the band, when they show up to a show, I don't want them to worry about that stuff. I want them to focus on, okay, we're about ready to go on here in about an hour. I'm going to zone out. We're going to hang out with some people and get to know things and just have a good time. JT's got this handled. That's my job.
Right.
So I handle that. So yeah, I don't have the equipment like, Scott was about to
I was just
say
gonna
or
give you
anything
shit.
like that. But, there's a lot of other details that we handle on a daily basis. So I think it makes up for it. And I think that's what makes us a good team.
I capitalize on that. That was part of the problem with my band was I seen it 2 different ways. I got really fucking pissed off for a while there. Not anymore, once you kind of take a step back and realize. But for the past year, I've done everything. Everything. And this is the thing that nobody sees. And so when someone says the singer just shows up, the other guys just show up. They really do. I did all the booking. I do the Instagram, the Facebook, the everything.
Flyers,
the YouTube, the flyers, set up shows, do this, do that. I mean, all shit aside, I should be the booking agent collecting the money.
Right.
Like, really, I'm not fucking kidding.
Like Vegas?
Yeah. Yeah, no, seriously. And then we get paid a little amount, and then I don't get paid, and it's like, wait a minute, I've done everything. You know what I mean? So there's several different ways to look at it, but like JT said, that's just how I'm wired. And my drive and motivation is so much greater. I can't really say that because I don't know how those guys are or anyone else is, but it pisses you off sometimes when they show up and then they just complain.
No.
And you're like,
let's get one thing
the
straight.
fuck?
I don't have that problem.
See, I did.
With Fallen Union. I mean, we all have our roles. We all just kind of
But
vibe.
I see it
We
differently
gel.
now. Now I see it totally different.
You have a different
because that's
scenario.
my cross to bear. I chose to do that, and they're not built like me. But it took me a while to figure that out.
Right,
and it's okay. Because not everyone's the same.
Yeah. Well, you know, like my thing.
You know what I mean?
Totally.
So now I have such a greater respect and love for those guys.
Yeah.
That you know, when I was getting pissed off there for a while and didn't want to play, we took a little hiatus there. I still don't know what the fuck's going on.
Right.
But you know, it needed time to kind of work itself out. Because I was doing everything and I snapped.
You know, that's just musicians in general. I think you get to a point where it's like
you start to despise someone else for things that they can't even control.
That's just being in the wrong unit, I think, brother.
Yeah.
You know, I think dude, we've all been there. We've all been in a situation where it's like you don't vibe and gel with a project. I mean, I'll mention Zeno. I promised myself I wouldn't mention anything about Zeno, but I was in that band for 9 years. There's a lot of stuff that went down in that band creatively and just even behind the scenes. When you get to a point when enough's enough, you got to move on. Creative differences, whatever the case may be, you move on. I don't sit and dwell on the stuff. But like in this particular unit now with Fallen Union, like I've never been in a band like this before. It's like we all have our own creative roles. We all vibe and gel. It's like there's no dictatorship whatsoever.
See, that's what I'm used to in all my other bands. In this band, when you're doing everything, and then you say you're doing everything, they go, "No, you're not." Yeah, you are. You know, at least make one Facebook post. At least make one Instagram post in a year.
That's
so it pisses you off a little bit.
Yeah,
do a
selfie video. Say, hey, we're gonna be jamming here. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, something. But you know, but those guys are busy in their own right, and they kind of pretty much listen to me and allow me to do my thing. So, like I said, there's different ways to see it. But I'm used to what JT said is everyone pulling their own weight, and they do musically. Like motherfuckers. So the music speaks for itself.
That's what.
But on the other side of it, it's like fuck. So
if you're trying to take it as a business, and that's what Fallen Union is at this point, we are a business.
Well, that's what it has to be nowadays. It has to be.
Yeah.
Well, again, the last time that we talked, I want to make it a subject
for sure.
Tonight. But you know, where does the money come from? And I'm just saying, you know, you just don't make money in your music anymore. So you have to have a lot of heart because now music is just free. So you can do a merch, or you become good enough where you can make money. If someone's going to pay you to play,
you tour, the money's there. Not like it was, but it is there.
It's there, but it's not.
And the
like
demotivator,
it used to be.
not at all.
It's not.
I made a shit ton of money back in the day when I was playing.
Right.
Yeah.
So
we all did here. Yeah.
Times have changed. Yes.
But I mean, it's still there with the right group, and if they
Right.
all push and you want to go somewhere and make it happen, it's there.
Yeah, it's just a lot more work.
Yeah.
It is.
So you have to be willing to put in the work.
That's why I'm doing,
That's
not
the
only the
networking.
original band, I'm doing a tribute band. So it's
tribute bands.
Tribute bands actually make money.
The original
dude.
bands and shows,
but it's a lot more work.
Because you guys take all the money now.
Well, not necessarily, because I mean it's like a totally different vibe. I mean, we're doing like casinos, we're doing
but
things
that's what most people want to see now is the tribute bands. Music just isn't like it was before.
I don't know. I don't.
You know what I mean?
I don't
They
agree on that at all.
Well, here's
that's
the
what I
deal.
see.
Here's the deal. There's a difference between a.
I don't,
There's a difference.
but
There's a difference between a.
I don't even go to tribute shows.
Okay, but check this out,
I
Jeremy.
do because I got a lot of buddies in tribute bands, so I'll go.
Well,
but-
I do too.
There is a difference between a copy band and a tribute band. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Huge.
Mr. Crowley is a tribute fucking band.
Oh, for
'Cause I
sure.
swear to God, when I watched them fucking
They're very
live, dude, I was
tight,
like,
though.
holy shit. Dog
Always.
and
I have much
Butterfly
respect for that,
is
dude.
another one.
Dog and
Much
Butterfly.
respect.
Dog and Butterfly, it's a Heart tribute band, and I've had them on the air. They played my first anniversary
Heart?
show.
Someone can sing like that chick?
Oh, dude. Lizanne Warner. She's going to be on my show next week, next Monday. Wait. Dude, wait.
Wow.
And actually, if you look up Dog and Butterfly, I guarantee
will.
you'll be like going, wow.
Yeah, because that
She-
chick's voice
she-
ain't no joke.
No. It's not
That's
an
the
easy voice
Steve
to
Perry
do.
of
and
women.
Yeah, well, they
she-
have an amazing guitar player, so
She can nail it. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And I'm telling you, it's just
Ooh, Barracuda.
just immensely talented band. So there is a difference between a tribute and copy band. So if you're a tribute band, you know, like Mr. Crowley, they deserve to get paid for what they do. Now,
The practice is just
well. Here's
ridiculous.
the deal. I don't remember what the bands, and it was not Led Zeppelin. It was not them. Okay, but when Mr. Crowley played at 1650. Hey,
What am I hearing?
Mike, we're hearing music in the background, dude.
Yeah, that was the butterfly, dog the butterfly.
Oh, you're just trying to find stuff up. Okay, great. Yeah, keep that because that's good. I want Jeremy to hear it. Now, there was a Led Zeppelin copy band
Oh boy.
that played, and I'm
I've seen
sitting
about 100
here,
of those, yeah.
This guy, I'm telling you, what killed me was the singer. Now, the singer, the thing is, if you're going to be a Led Zeppelin tribute, his vocal was there. He actually did a really good job on the vocal. But performance-wise, he didn't know if he was Mick Jagger or if he was, Robert Plant. He wasn't sure.
But
And
he wanted to be something amazing.
But he wore a fucking baseball cap. And I'm sitting there, and the first thing I'm sitting next to Vijay, I'm like going, Vijay, this guy's killing me. Why is he wearing a baseball cap?
He should have at least worn a wig. or
Worn a
something.
wig.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's what all the other guys do. That
Right.
like visually bring it the way it's supposed to look.
Exactly.
what people wanna see.
Wear a goddamn wig. And because the guitar player, was he like Robert Plant? At least trying to be somewhat of the image of Robert Plant. He did a good job. Scott comes over to get a beer, right? And he says, "Hey,
Oh, no.
I'm watching. What is that guy? Gilbert Gottfried singing Led Zeppelin."
Gilbert Gottfried.
Dude, when the guy sang,
Wow.
you know how Gilbert Gottfried
That's a compliment.
Dude, you know how Gilbert Gottfried squinches his eyes like this? Yeah.
Just the way he looked.
That's
not the
what
way
the
he
guy
sang.
did.
Not the way he sounded.
No, not what he's saying.
He looked like he was very buzzed, very stoned, he was happy. And he just looked like Gilbert Gottfried.
Dude, when he said that, dude, I did actually literally, I fell off my blower.
oh god,
I was dying, man, when that happened.
oh man,
Yeah, a lot of those tribute bands have. One thing I have noticed though is, for the most part, a lot of those guitar players fucking shred.
Oh, Joey's a fucking
and I
animal.
don't. It's like, when did you make that jump from original bands to tribute bands? I get the money and I get that, but when you watch some of them, you go, "Wow, bro, holy shit!" Like they should be there doing something major. There's a lot of tribute bands where the guitar
yeah.
players are just fucking insane.
Well, like my guitar player,
Hey,
Joey.
grab
he's-
Mike. Where's Mike's?
Physically?
Yeah, Mike. Yeah, he's like 5 times bigger than you, Jeremy.
Yeah, everyone's bigger than me. Come on, that's why I
Jeremy's
said
like
that.
110 and shit.
Is Mike still?
Wet.
Is Mike still out there?
He's
Yeah. Tell him to bring his ass inside.
Does he need a beer? Because
no,
I got.
these are
Well, we have a
these are
shot.
getting
We have a
warm
shot
here.
for him.
What's
Yeah, they're
going on
getting
here?
warm. and
Well,
it-
I'm ready.
it's-
Let's do another shot. I'm down. Let's do this.
So, but anyways, Jeremy, really quick, what's coming up for? Give me a few minutes and tell me what's up for Trauma Theory coming up.
We're gonna go back in next week, this week actually, and finish a song, and then we've got 4 recorded, and then we've got 4 or 5 more that we're gonna record.
Nice.
And then we're gonna release it. So really soon.
So you're gonna do a full length LP? Then.
9-10 songs, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So we're
'cause-
finally gonna get back in there. The music's already done, with the exception of a few other songs. So we're just really working on the vocals right now.
Okay.
And when that last show happened and shit went sideways, we just kind of separated for a while and just kind
Took
of
a
sat
break.
down. We just pushed so hard, like I was
Right.
saying earlier, to get everything done, and then everyone snapped, including myself. But now we're like, okay, let's finish this shit.
Well, I mean, because when I first seen Trauma Theory, you guys, it was like you guys went together for like 2 months.
Yeah, that was our first show.
And you're playing an M15, and I'm telling you, I was absolutely fucking blown away. I was so blown
Thanks,
away
man.
that I'm running around trying to find you.
I remember.
And I'm like going, hey, I'm going through the kitchen. I'm going like, yo, you can't come through here. I can go where the fuck I want.
Well, Zig, I don't know if you
where
know
the
this.
hell?
I don't know if you know this, but because of you, obviously Jeremy and I met because of you, but we were actually able to do our Vegas show together.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You guys did
Yeah,
do
we
Vegas
we
together, yeah.
we did a Vegas show together. It was actually pretty fun. Had a good time.
Yeah, that was a great time.
And yeah,
we rocked that place. That was fun, man.
we're the two best friends that anyone ever had.
And we're colored. We're brothers.
Oh no.
It's a Wayans brothers or
My
something.
best friend.
You're my best
And we're both
friend.
redheads.
You right?
So
Hey,
Gingerbread.
I
gingers.
So I've got a.
As I was just gonna say, there's 2 ginger singers in here.
Yeah, watch it. We'll steal your fucking souls.
I've got a ginger guitar player for day 0. So
I've got a demo single in my car that I was gonna bring in here, but it's on disc. So
Okay, well, we'll have to bring that on the next break.
Okay.
Because we'll be taking a break about 10 minutes. But I had some emails.
Sweet.
Because once I talked about the singer clinic, I had
Clinique
I can't
of the
I
singer.
can't read all of them because it'll take up too much time. So I like
Right.
to take I go through about 15. There was like about 15, 20 of them.
Sweet.
So I picked out the 2 ones I really thought that stood out. And I have one that says, "I'm glad you mentioned you were bringing back the singer clinic. I've seen Fallen Union at the Whiskey last year, and they really kicked some ass. I'm a singer, and I have had people give me different criticism. Some say I could use some vocal training, and others say I sound great. I take it all in stride, but my question to the panel is if they had any vocal training, or do they just have a knack for it?" This is Alex in San Jose, California.
Great question.
So it's that's up to you. You're first, Jeremy.
I had a lot of singer, as I cough, a lot of singer training in the beginning. I played in a few bands and did my thing, and then someone asked me the same kind of thing. Hey, what do you think about vocal lessons, this and that? And I went, I don't need it. I'm good. I'm fine. That kind of same shit. And then eventually you learn you can open up your pipes a hell of a lot more with the right training and the right practice. So I did that for a long time, and then utilized all those skills into my already driven skill that I call it, that I already had. And then somewhere along the line, if you don't use it all the time, you kind of forget, you kind of lose it, and then you just go on instinct.
If you don't use it, you lose it.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm at the point now where I'm a firm believer that any kind of vocal training, be open-minded to it. Just like playing drums. Sure, you're a kick-ass drummer, but do you know your triplets? Do you know do you know what there is to know, and then make it your own? So
Right.
It's the same with vocals. So as far as vocal training, I would say, fuck yeah. Get on it. It can't hurt. Don't be shy. Just call somebody, man.
Right.
There's DVDs. There's YouTube
sure.
tutorials. There's whatever the fuck you want. Like, it's gotten to the point now where I have a lot of people just going through the little bar circuit and this and that, and just the little things, because I'm not a great singer. I just have a lot of drive, but I can scream really well and do other things really well. So I have people asking me all the time, how do you do that? What do you do? And I'm just telling them it's a technique, and you don't blow your fucking brains out when you're doing it. That's where people make the mistake. All that aggression and all that vein popping out of the forehead.
Yeah, you can see
it
their face
doesn't
turn
have to be
purple.
like
Yeah.
that. But in the beginning, it is.
Right.
But once you learn how to, like, you're singing but you're speaking,
Right.
even screaming or whatever, it's a totally different world.
So it should become second nature.
It's completely controlled, and it's easier than most people think if you dedicate yourself to it.
Right, and of course, what he said is that some say that he could use vocal training, and then
Well, if
others
he
say-
says that, he already knows that he can. So
and,
yeah,
But then others say he sounds great. Well, okay,
it's
Alex,
good that he's not delusional.
Yeah, Alex. Which well,
There's so many that are.
Freaking Jeremy.
well, here's the deal, Alex. Who's are the ones that are telling you sound? Are they your buddies?
The
That are
people
saying-
I don't know. Yeah.
And is it the people that you don't know that walk up to you and say, "Man, it was a great show, man." But you know what? If you could really tighten this up, is it something you don't know? Because that's your buddies are not going to sit there. They're
No,
gonna be like,
your
they're
family and your buddies are the ones that always say, "Oh, your band's amazing." So when you get it from people that you don't know, that's where the real truth lies. That's just common sense.
It's funny you even say that because when I talk to people who have seen, and maybe they've seen my band for the first time, or they've seen me in some other projects and stuff, and they'll come up to me after the show and be like, "Dude, you guys were awesome." I'm like, "Okay, I really appreciate that. Tell me what you didn't like."
Yeah.
That's what I want to know.
Right.
If there's something we did that you didn't like, tell me now, so we can work on it.
Right.
And that's my
Constructive
thing.
criticism.
I think as a
It's your
singer,
craft.
especially, as growing up as a kid, dude, I was singing. I've been singing since I was like 15. I would get hammered, man. Like
I've had
I can't
some
even
shows
tell
like
you how
that,
many
yeah.
times I heard, "Dude, your band kicks ass, but your singer sucks. Get a new singer." Like when you hear that time and time again as a young kid trying to like find your way in the music business, I'm talking 15 years old. You hear this stuff. There comes a point where
that
you're
would
like,
hurt at 15,
yeah, dude,
yeah.
you could definitely start developing a thick skin. You're like, okay, why am I doing this? Do I do this because I really love this, or am I just doing this because it's kind of cool and I want to get laid?
Right.
Like I love playing music. It didn't matter to me what people said. The more negative I heard, the better I would try to get. And then so there's a point where I took lessons as a kid. Because you got to learn how to breathe. That's when I knew you have to learn how to breathe properly in between words, in between lines, and in between melodies. You learn how to breathe properly, and you learn that, everything else falls into place.
Right, especially when you hear singers go.
Because it really is a sport. You're on stage
try
for
doing it.
half an hour to 45 minutes,
Totally.
and you
Try doing it by drumming.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
God.
totally.
Right.
You
I'm
can't.
sure it's the same.
You need to be an athlete.
Yeah.
You really do, vocally at least, if you're not
Yeah.
jumping around.
And then
Yeah.
also, and again, remember your buddies are the ones that are gonna stroke your dick, and the guys.
I'm
Totally,
grateful enough to have
dude.
or the
to have
people- the
buddies
people
that don't though.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, because
I have some friends that are pretty fucking real with me and go, "Jeremy, you are hammered. You look like you were gonna fall over. You sounded great, but get your shit together."
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you just get the
You know?
people that are like those. Some people can't take criticism well.
Yeah, you
And-
gotta
I
have
didn't-
a thick
I
skin
didn't
for
for a
sure,
long
dude.
time.
It doesn't matter.
Like
if
JT was saying, I didn't for a long time.
Yeah.
But then you realize, maybe
You gotta
they have
have
a point.
as a singer, especially. You have to have a thick skin, and there came a point where I took lessons to a point where it allowed me to breathe and it allowed me to learn on my own. So there comes a point where like Jeremy said, there's DVDs, all these other things, YouTube that you can learn about. But for the most part, it's just a skill that you acquire after you learn how to fucking breathe.
Don't try and give me no fucking red.
Hey, I'll take another shot. Give me that thing.
Chemistry set over there?
Where's mine?
That's yours
green.
right there.
El Grino.
Because Mike's trying to be on the up and up. He's trying to make sure that he gave me the 2-minute warning sign, and I'm like, "Oh no, I need 5 minutes because I need to hear
on.
from JT."
Purple
Let me get in
Snurple.
this
You
area.
know?
What's up?
But we are getting ready to take another
Are
shot.
we Snapchatting?
So
Yep, right
you know.
here.
All right,
Here we
cheers,
go.
guys.
Cheers, fellas. Cheers.
Bada bing, bada bang.
And that's how it's done.
I love that tequila. Boom.
All right,
Tequila.
But yeah, I know what we'll take the break right now, there, Mike.
Whatever. I mean, when you hear music,
Okay.
Hey, you can
I
throw
got
on
you. You
voodoo
can-
right now, man. I'm cool with that.
I need to figure this thing out, dude. It's doing the same thing it was when unless it's on your phone.
It is on my phone.
Well, very good. Then we'll plug this into
Do
your
you have
phone.
an
Yes, I do. We have a deal already.
iPhone
for
7
that.
plug-in?
Is that it?
Dongles. You need goddamn dongles.
No, this is iPhone 7, bro. I don't have that.
I don't give.
They have the
my
adapter.
God,
I do have the
give it
adapter
really
in my
fucking-
car, though, bro. I do.
Well, then go get it.
Let me go grab that.
during break. So
yeah,
anyways,
I'll go grab that.
Do you have a
Well,
CD
we-
drive in there?
Yeah, dude, it's being a pain in the ass. It took
What
me,
happened?
I don't know. No, you
How
want
are you supposed to play music?
You want to know what happened? I touched it. That's what happened.
Okay, I'm gonna get my connector so we can plug
Yes,
this thing.
'cause
in.
Zig went to computer school, man. He knows everything about computers.
Boom.
Mine's a
Look at this
disc,
guy.
so I got a disc.
See,
We can play
here's-
discs here. I mean,
that's-
it's not 1992 or nothing, but you know.
Wow.
Well, that's what I was
See,
trying to play.
but here's
because
the thing: when I
have-
plug it in, then I'm in control. Oh shit!
See, there you
Look,
go.
look out.
Fucking guy. All right. So, anyways, man, we're gonna take a little bit of a break. I got to
Call in after the break.
Anyways,
Yes.
yeah, it's 909-360-8330. It's 909-360-8330. You have a question for Jeremy Meyer, or you have a question for JT Triplet from Fallen Union, or you have a question for Scott. Nobody has a question for fucking Scott. Fuck that guy.
He's just sitting over there. Get me involved.
Scott's just looking pretty over there, dude. He's just sitting looking pretty, dude.
He's keeping the seat warm for JJ next week.
Whoa.
Yep.
On that note, we're going to take a break.
Yeah, we will be right back. ChaoticRadio.com.
Cheers, fellas. Cheers.
Is everybody back? One minute. $30 seconds.
It's raw, it's uncensored, it's live 24/7. It's chaoticradio.com.
All right, we are back. So
That's pretty.
we were talking about dog. We were talking about dog and butterfly, and I was talking about Lizanne, and Jeremy says, you know, wow, you know, I don't know, Ann Wilson's
That's her vocal twin for sure.
That's a tough one to do. What did you think, Jeremy?
I thought it was fucking epic.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, some singers you just listen to and go, yeah, I'm done. All right, I give up.
Which brings to my point. That is a tribute band,
right?
You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That is what I will pay, you know, to go see.
It's
That's
well defined. It's like
that's
ridiculous,
a whole different craft. Yeah.
Ridiculous amount of practice, ridiculous amount of like.
Oh yeah, you guys could be on.
Yeah, there's no bullshitting. It's like if you're not on,
because your audience at that point, it's one thing about being, you know, an original band, playing all original material. People don't really know it. You know, they're enjoying it.
Well, even we throw covers in. You have to.
But when you do one, you better fucking. But if you throw one or two covers in your set, that's one thing. But if you're being a tribute band, dude, if you don't have your P's and Q's down, you're gonna spill, and it can only take
everyone's gonna notice,
right? Like, oh, wait a second, you know, why did the drummer do that, or why did the singer do that? You know,
no, I mean, it's like when you get a bass player sitting, you're sending videos of a fucking 5-year-old playing a song. It's like, why are you sending me that, you fucker? It's like, no, but
sending you a message.
Did you say a 5-year-old?
Listen, no, it's a fucking. He's showing a version where he's doing like 16th notes on the hi-hat. I'm like, I don't give a shit. I already know he's doing that. I play it this way. And he's like, well, no, but the original version of the. I'm like, okay, whatever. I get it.
Yeah, bite me.
Just tell me. Don't send me a fucking video of a 5-year-old doing it. Just tell me, okay, it's 16th notes.
I love
it's
that,
not
Scott.
eighth.
That's funny, dude.
Well, that's like the new thing on Facebook.
That's a subtle fuck you.
That's how anal it is in the tribute scene. It's like you got to be that, you know, critiquing to where everything's
you're replicating
perfect.
Someone's art.
Yeah.
Well, that's like the new thing on Facebook now. Is everyone like sending stuff? Like it could be a vocalist to send it to, you know, JT and Jeremy. It'd be a kid playing.
He's sending it
drums
to my fucking guitar player Joey Tafoya. It's like the dude's got gold albums out there. He doesn't need you sending fucking videos of a fucking 10-year-old playing guitar about a fucking goddamn thing. It's like, dude, chill. Just tell him, okay, well, it's supposed to go like this. It's like, fuck.
Yeah, it's like, isn't this amazing? This
musicians, man.
It's my own flavor.
I was the same kid. I'm just old and fat now. I just.
But it's a lot of work, and but it's fun, and it's cool. But you know, I would much rather write music and record my own music.
Right.
I think
no better feeling.
Most people would.
Oh,
There is
no,
no better feeling, but if you happen to fall into a niche, fall into a niche.
Yeah.
Well,
no.
it's definitely harder to write your own material because I mean you can write your own material, and you can be happy with it, but it sounds like shit to an audience. You really have to. You can tell. You can tell. Like say like Jeremy. Say you guys have your set, and this is the set that people listen to, and they really love it. Man, you throw a new song in, man, and all of a sudden they're like. They have that.
Oh yeah, you got to hype up that new song like nobody's business. Yeah,
they have that look of wonder, like, well, wow, you know, what the hell?
I'm
is up
so
with that?
used to you playing
You know?
your 6-song set. Don't fucking change it.
See,
bro.
you know what, Zig, you brought up a good point there. It goes back to just like you said, you play a new song and then like, okay, what's the crowd response?
Right.
Okay.
Sometimes you drop songs or you add songs
like,
based on who the hell's
you
responding.
know, that's what's important.
Right.
It's all about the crowd.
You know
man.
when to throw that cover in, when not to.
Mm-hmm.
It's a mind fuck sometimes.
Okay, we actually have a caller. Let me get them
boy.
all. Let them get
shit.
them all plugged in. Caller, you are live on chaoticradio.com. But you need to turn down the
We're on a
radio.
delay.
Not me, it's him.
Who dat?
Turn it down. I am not calling to talk to anybody but Scott because no one wants to talk to Scott, so I'm going to talk to Scott.
Oh shit! Who's
Oh
this?
shit! You're in trouble, motherfucker.
Scott has a stalker.
Who the fuck is this?
This is Lori.
Who?
Lori?
You know, calling you names,
Lori.
but you rock.
Hello, Lori.
But you rock, Scott.
Thank you.
That's why he's on the Singers Clinic.
Exactly. Exactly.
What's going on, Lori?
I've called in to say Sean is not with Dog and Butterfly. He's with Heart to Heart.
No, it's correct. Yeah, Sean is with Hard Rock, which is another tribute band, which is phenomenal.
80s
I
TV
went,
show.
Well, no, I went and seen them at the amphitheater, in was it Santa Ana, Lori? Right? No, what was the amphitheater at, Lori?
Any amphitheater.
I need you to help me out.
It was in Orange County.
I don't know. I don't know where you've seen him.
Okay. It was in Santa or Anaheim, one of the two. But just wow.
Come on, Zig.
It's they're really. But see, here's the deal. I don't know that. I know Sean.
You're
who's a
showing
guitar
your
player.
age right now, Zig, so you have to remember her.
No.
God,
He's got Zig and
she
Chet.
is. She's gonna give me shit.
I love Lori Rojas. She's a badass.
So what's that fucker husband of yours doing right now besides laughing his ass off at us on the air right now?
He's
Sitting
drinking.
on the bed, listen to your thing.
Let me guess. Is Henry drinking right now?
No,
What?
he's not an alcoholic.
Oh, this
like
is Henry's
you.
wife?
Shit.
Oh, now I know who she is.
I would recognize this voice anywhere on the planet. As soon as she said Laura, I was like, oh, I know who it is.
I want a shirt. I need an extra large because I have big boobs.
You do have big boobs.
Yeah, so I need an extra large.
You have very nice big boobs.
Women
I just want to
with
say
boobs
that.
is good.
People pay for this shit. I don't.
Right? Just got so boobies.
Hey, Lori, for the record, I had your back. I was going to hit him up after the show.
Oh, I don't care.
She texted
I
me
just
on
let it
that.
go.
She's like,
No,
give me a shirt.
The other guy, Brian, he was the one talking more shit to him too afterwards. And then I messaged the guy Brian. I go, that guy's a douche and stuff. I said and he's like, yeah. He goes, he must be retired and doesn't have nothing to do. I said I would say more stuff, but it would get like worse.
Oh.
You know, really, I appreciate you calling in, Lori, but I do want to ask you a question.
Okay.
All right. So what is it like? Because we were talking about how busy and how much effort, us as parts of the band, we put our effort into the band, what have you. And obviously, me being with Visions for as many years, and you've seen all the effort that's put in. What is it like? What is the tolerance level it has to be, the wife of a musician?
Well, I mean, some things are kind of irritating and stuff. If you have something to do and he's like, oh, I have band practice, or we have a show that day. No, we have something else to do that day. You're like, shit, let me call JT. I'm like, no, I'll call JT.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. But most of the time, we work around each other's schedule and stuff, and I don't care. I'm not going to tell him not to do something he loves to do. So.
And that's one of the things that I've always loved about you, Lori, is that you were always there to support. I've out of all the bands I've been in, all the wives and the girlfriends, I think you've been just showing the epitome of support for your man and what he does.
Yeah, I try to.
You have to.
He goes, does his band thing. I go shop. Hey, works out.
As long as he brings home that was it the bacon?
The bacon.
Bring home the bacon, baby.
I tell you what, I got to give Lori credit. She has a lot of patience. I mean, she may come off as a hard ass, but dude, she loves Henry, and she allows him to do what he loves, and that's what's awesome. Like, and not only that, but outside of that, like, we all get along. You know, like, even like the wives, all the wives. I mean, obviously I'm single, but like all the wives, they all get along. They all like to hang out.
Hoochie mama, that's why.
You know what I'm saying? They all enjoy to be around each other, and that
I have no problem with any of them.
Dude, it's like, it makes things just so much better that everybody gets along. So I got to give her props.
No, and Zig knows how I am. If I have something to say, I'm going to say it.
Well, let me
someone may not like it, someone may not like it, some may like it. Who knows? I mean, half the people when they first, see me and stuff, she's a bitch. But you get to know me, I'm real sarcastic. Yes. And if you can't handle it, then go out the door.
Well, I've known Lori and Henry now for 10 years or something. I don't know. I've known them a long time, so that always helps. There's a history there,
right?
But,
let me tell you something. Lori, she has what us men call the look. I was listen to me. I was part of their wedding party, right, when they got married. And I had my cell phone in my pocket.
Resting bitch face.
Dude, this is during the wedding ceremony. They're getting ready to do the sand. Pour the sand. And my cell phone goes off. While the and all of a sudden, people kind of stopped and they kind of looked, and there was the ring bearer kid. He was right in front of me.
Freaking drummers.
And I don't know what it was, but Lori knew whose fucking cell phone that was. She looked right at me, and she had
the stink face.
She had this look,
the
dude,
Satan eyes,
and I'm like, oh my god,
She just killed you.
She is going to fucking murder me, dude. And I kind of reached in my pocket and I kind of hit my
made you
button,
feel like you're a 5-year-old
and then I pointed at the little kid in front of me.
What a dick.
I've actually seen that murder look, bro. Trust me, out of her face. Yeah, it's something I try to stay away from.
I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it again.
And some people say, I'm scared of her, I'm afraid of her, whatever. But I am who I am. I'm real, like I said, I'm real sarcastic and stuff. I joke around. I just, if you can't handle it, then go.
I just know that now I don't want to see the look.
Yeah,
we're good.
Oh yeah, she'll jack
we're good
you up,
like
bro.
that.
Seriously.
Yes, she will. Lori, I just want.
But on a good note and stuff, it's like I said. I mean, I support my husband, what he does, and I'm not going to tell him not to do something that he loves to do.
Yeah,
as you shouldn't.
She rocks.
Great.
Go get a real job.
Right.
Yeah.
No, and that's nice to have support. My girlfriend, she supports. My band.
Yeah, do what you love is what makes you happy.
Yeah, but you're sexy
great.
too,
And I'm going
Zig.
to call
So
her
that
up and
that
tell her
helps,
about that
dude.
hot thing with the other chick. So just let you know that.
Wow.
But you know what, Lori, I just want to let you know
and
that
the boobies is real.
Right.
Yep.
I do want to let you know that it's been a while since I've seen you. I do miss you, and I love you from the bottom of my heart. And
I love you too, Zig.
And tell and give that fucking Henry a nice big hug and a kiss for me right now. And
I will.
And thanks for calling in, hon.
You rock,
Alrighty.
Lori. See you soon,
guys
lady.
take it easy.
I will see you in February, hon.
Hey, and Lori, real quick.
Yeah.
Dude, you get to hang out with me for 4 days straight.
No, sorry, Warren. I only go Saturday.
And on
All
that
right,
note,
lady. I'll see you soon.
We love you, hon.
Alrighty, bye.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Lori is a fucking hoot, dude. I'm telling you, she's always been just like one of those people that I've always got along with and love her to pieces.
It's called loyalty. That's what she is.
And so to support your man, I'm telling you, it's not easy to be in a relationship with a musician.
Fuck
It's
no.
not.
Oh,
Especially a singer.
We're all kinds of fucked up.
I'm just saying, dude. We got
You think
issues.
we just woke up and chose to do this?
I know.
Jeremy's just straight out saying we're all kinds of fucked up.
Yeah, fucking you know it.
He didn't even hide it.
We got
It's
issues.
not like you wake up when you're like
God.
25 and go, I think I'm going to be a professional singer.
Well,
Right?
you
It just
ain't
doesn't
25
happen.
no more,
Yeah.
bitch.
It just doesn't happen that way.
Well, see, here's the deal with me and Scott. I'm not going to put you in this, Scott. I know
Oh,
it's
God
with I know it's with
damn.
me,
Oh, shit.
okay? But let me tell you, the hardest working person that exerts the most energy is the drummer, hands down.
Absolutely.
Hands down. So
Is that right, PJ?
So if I'm going home and my girl wants some, I'm just too tired. I'm sorry.
What?
That would be you, dude.
No, I'm too tired.
Don't tell me
That's why I didn't want to
you've
include
ever
you in
used that
Oh,
excuse.
boy.
That's age.
I'm
bro.
never too
You
tired
can't never
for
be
that.
too tired.
Never too
my
tired
girl
for that,
knows
bro.
if it's after a gig or it's after band practice. There's
That's
not-
when you're supposed to fuck.
Unless I'm just gonna lay down.
Dude,
I'm
they
like
make pills for that
totally
shit.
shocked right now.
Jeremy,
Zig, I'm totally shocked, bro. Like, really.
you know what? Fuck you guys.
There's a little blue pill you can take for that, dude.
And then you really get into the Zig Zone.
Right.
The Zigzone.
So I've got another email here, and this one says, just want to say that even though some of the drummers on your show diss singers, Scott, I still find you entertaining.
No, I don't diss singers. No, actually, the singers that will work it and the singers that deserve the recognition get it. Like Dave from the Aussie band I play with. Fuck, that dude busts his ass.
No, I'm thinking that they probably had a deal where it was that time when you were here, and I said, hey, here we are.
Did they actually say Scott in that fucking email?
No, he didn't.
Okay, then fuck you.
But that was me.
Okay.
But remember when you were first on the drum clinic,
Yeah.
and that's where I think this came from. And I was like, okay, now you're getting ready to go. The curtains open up, but there's no power. So all there is vocals and the drums. What do you do? And then and we're like, and I'm like, okay, so you play. I played a basic beat, so something that the singer can talk over. Scott sits here and starts doing some kind of fucking crazy drum solo. So does Frosty, and they're just like all over. The only person that plays something basic that a singer can actually talk over, like, hey, what's going on, blah blah blah, was me.
Well, I got to give credit where credit is due. Frosty is a phenomenal
Oh, he
drummer.
is.
And,
No, it was a joke.
we
thing.
may have our issues, but that motherfucker is shreds.
It was just a
Like
joke
no
thing,
other.
and I think that's why he brought. I think he's just being sarcastic. But anyways, as a new young metal singer myself, I look up to the advice of the veteran musicians, and would like to know if they do vocal scales prior to a gig. I just sing to the radio on the way to the show. I have had some say that it's important to do scales, and some that said they just sing the way like me on the way there. I don't want to blow my voice out, but I have watched crazy looking metal singers do scales backstage, and they look like idiots. Jeremy from Portland, Oregon.
Oh.
Oh, so you thought it was you, huh?
Yeah, I was all, what?
I started pointing.
Yeah.
No, it's a Jeremy from Portland, Oregon. So, what do you? Since the guy's named after you,
I think any way that you can open up your throat and breathe properly and get prepared works.
What do you
Everyone has
do?
their own technique. I do
But what
scales.
you do, okay.
But on my own, like just kind of, I make sure if I'm struggling with a song that has a certain note that I need to hit, that's really what I focus on. The other stuff is kind of secondary. I just know how to do it. I know where I'm going when I start playing. But if I'm struggling in a certain area, I'm real fucking anal about that particular area. And I will go and grind over and over and over in my head and vocally with that particular part. Like if it's a new song or something like that. And that just opens your throat up, opens your rib cage up, everything, and then you're ready to go. So everyone has their own way.
But are you doing that prior to hitting the stage? So
Always.
So
Always.
that note, it could be a note that's like 5 songs in, but at least you've nailed
Yeah,
it.
I even go into the bathroom sometimes and just fucking scream it out. I open it up and loosen my head up, my body. Yeah, and then I just, it's what works for me.
Right. All right.
Because I can't just walk out there and just start screaming if I haven't already done it at least once or twice.
Right.
It doesn't work out. Your body goes, well, fuck you. Hold on.
Right.
So then again, that's proper technique. You
Right.
know?
Yeah, because I mean, if you don't warm your vocals up, it's just like, you know, me I don't play on a kit. There's some drummers that sit there and play on a practice pad. I just kind of sit there and I
you don't
just
just sit down and do a solo.
I'm not worried about my arms. I'm worried about my feet. So I just kind of
You
like
get the
do the
blood
running
pumping,
in
yeah.
place.
I just
Yeah.
stretch.
kind of thing.
I just stretch out.
Yeah, I stretch and then I do like
It's different for a drummer, though. For sure. Although, I bet if you're cold, you can't move as quick as you could if you're loosened up.
It's very difficult.
No,
when
you
it's
warm
like
up.
I can imagine that.
You warm up
Paradiddles,
very
motherfucker.
quick.
Paradiddles.
Very quick.
Right.
I can imagine
so
that.
JT, so what do you do? I mean, you do scales or you just like
Well,
sing
you know,
on
it's-
the way there?
It's kind of hit or miss, man. Like, you know, I drink a lot of water, you know, and that helps a lot. And I'll kind of, I got like some sprays and stuff that I'll drink before I go on. And yeah, you know, I got some, it sounds so gay, but yeah, I got some like mouth exercises that I do. It's funny, but it's true, man. It's like,
Yeah.
Look
you
at
know,
Scott's face.
I feel like a
not even
jackass.
gonna go to this
But
one.
yeah,
Scott
dude,
was
it's like-
ready. He
See,
was ready.
dude, that's why I do it in my car, Zig, because or I'll do it in the green room or
Throat
something, so no one can see it. You know, it's just like stretching out. It's just like anything else, and you know, obviously, it's so funny. Falling in, and we kind of got it like an ongoing joke. Like we'll come in. Usually, when we have a rehearsal, we'll run through the set twice, and usually the first set's just like a warm up. Even vocally, like I'm not as strong as I am when I do the second.
Yeah,
you know,
walk through it the first
I'm not
time. I do too,
like
yeah.
the second set is always just tight as fuck, right? So it's just we had this ongoing joke. We're like, well, maybe we should rehearse before the show. That way, you know, when we go on, it's like we'll be solid. But yeah, you know, I warm up, but for the most part, dude, we rehearse so much, and we're so tight on our songs. I'm ready to go. You put me in front of a stage right now, I will drop the hammer. I will freaking deliver the goods. That's how we do things, and that's just how it's been. I couldn't do it without the band, though. Obviously, it's like they help with this process.
Right.
So,
and it does help to have good vocal good backup, good foundation to work on top of.
Totally.
If you have a shitty, if the drummer's off or the guitar player is out of tune, it just really fucks things up. So I appreciate Alex and Jeremy for sending in the
Alex, you rock.
So I will we're gonna do this again. So I'll try to. It's tough. I know I get a lot of emails, and to get and people are like, oh man, I hope we hear that, but it's kind of tough because the 2 hours goes by very goddamn quick.
It does,
Yes, it
dude.
does.
That's all I'm saying.
And we need to drop a new song that I want you to hear.
Yes. So that's the next thing. Is Roy and Jimmy in the house?
They're not. Is my mic on?
Ooh.
All right.
Yeah.
That was the look.
I'm just kind of curious if we just happen to go a couple minutes longer.
Yeah.
I think we should. We can go another
I think
hour.
they'll
Let's
live.
do this, dude.
No, we couldn't go another hour.
Let's go another hour. Fuck it.
Zig's got to go to bed. He
Dude,
plays
singers,
all
we
night.
can talk. Let's do this shit.
I just don't
Zig's
want to
got
take
bingo.
Up, I just don't want to take up into. Dude, bingo is fucking fun. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
Hey,
Bingo's
lightning
badass.
bingo is fun.
Dude,
lightning
bingo's
bingo.
badass.
You ever play lightning
Especially
bingo?
when you're beating the old ladies, dude. They get all pissed. dude.
I like bingo. I've liked bingo since I was a kid. But anyways, so let's listen to what you got going on because I got. While we're playing this, I'm going to see if I can get Jeremy's deal fired up here. So, what do you got going for us, JT?
Well, Zig, I know you've heard our single Voodoo, and I figured,
Which kicks ass.
oh, well, I appreciate that, bro. We spent a lot of time on the new album getting this thing right, and I would like to throw a new song at you that you haven't heard yet off the new album.
Oh, very nice. Because
So-
I'm keeping this CD that you handed
Zig's
to me.
getting a little
That's
hard
what I'm
on.
saying. You can't keep that
getting
though,
a
dude.
Zig
That
on.
is the only one I got.
Zig,
I'm
Zig
giving
on.
you a-
And just so you know, that is the first master off The recording's right there. That's the OG right there, dude. So
well, good.
Yeah,
so
I can't give that to
I
you.
traded you a shirt for the CD.
Oh, dude.
That's
God.
how that works.
Hey, so
You can always-
how are we
always try
playing
and
this?
take
Am I
it-
playing this off the phone
You're
or
gonna
what?
play it off the phone because for some reason I'm gonna see if Jeremy's works for me.
Okay.
But I'm gonna hand this back to you.
I appreciate it. Dude, Zig, I promise you I will get you a CD and then some.
And don't forget my tickets for February 4th too.
Hey, what's the phone number here?
It's
I'm having-
909
909
360
360
8330. Did you lick this
90
thing?
You've been here for 2 hours and you barely asking for the phone.
Hold on,
number?
hold on. Someone just hit me up. You got to give me that number again. What is the number? 909
360 8330.
8330. Okay, boom. I just sent that out. Hey, okay. So, do you want me to play this song off of my phone, or how are we doing this?
Yeah, play it off
Yes.
your phone right now, so we can. I'm going to see if I can get Jeremy's deal fired up here. After I got a CD that looks like.
So this is the heaviest song on the album. It's called "Runaway Train."
Nice. I like it.
You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's do this.
From the Muslim monarchy, feel me running through you, hiding hot within you. Hide my halo in a mojo bag. I am destruction. Would help me into preservation. Maybe we can find a way, trying hard to hide the truth. Time to make another choice today. Drop that cold bottle from your hand. It's time to stand up for yourself and be a man. Dire situations make you do strange things, like plow people over like a runaway train. I am redemption, lessons and salvation. Feel me running through you, hiding hard within you. Stop hiding that halo in a mojo bag. Drop that cold bottle from your hand. It's time to stand up for yourself and be a man. Dire situations make you do strange things, like plow people over like a runaway
That was badass, dude.
Wow.
You like that, Zig?
I like that.
Yeah, that's cool. That's chunky.
Thanks, guys.
Most impressive, JT.
Dude, we put a lot of work into this
That's
thing,
the best
man.
shit I've heard yet.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very solid.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, that's
vocally that was fucking yeah, dude.
I appreciate that, man.
I can say that was definitely old school. That's
really
that's fucking 80s.
Did I tell you what?
Straight in your face.
And you know what's funny? It's just a quick thing on this.
You just have that tone, that vocal tone.
Well, I appreciate that, brother. And you know, when this is like one of my least favorite songs before we went in to record it. When we went in and recorded it, dude, I was like, wow, this thing sounds amazing. But you know what else is funny? I didn't realize that Henry's solo was like a minute long. And I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this. That's like a long solo for a song, but I'm like, that thing just rips so freaking hard. I was like, we need to keep that. It just freaking shreds.
Yeah, that was badass.
So it's a good song, man. That's the first time we've played that live right now. So no one's heard that shit.
Nice. Well, that's awesome.
Fallen
dude.
Union.
That kicks ass. I'm
still
still trying to figure out this whole thing with my disc. I want to play the trauma theory stuff, but you know that's you know
you
like
need
you were
help with
saying
that over there. I can do it. I can
come on over.
Yeah.
Come on over, Jeremy.
Dude, Jeremy's
this
like
is your,
totally tech savvy.
This is your shit, dude. So
I want to hear some trauma theory.
Dude,
this isn't mastered like yours. This is just.
It's all good, bro.
Doesn't matter, dude.
Sometimes that's the best shit to hear.
There you go. I'm gonna have that. So while he's figuring this shit out, dude, on my piece of shit fucking computer, or just my dumb ass, one of the two. But you were saying that you know Henry, you have no idea.
Well, because normally for songs you don't want to have solos that long.
No, here's the deal.
That wasn't very long, dude.
I know that's what I'm saying. It's like a minute long though. You hit it.
That wasn't very long.
It doesn't feel long, does it? Because it rips so freaking hard.
Well, yeah. Cause some of the guitar players have done like ridiculous. I've had a guitar player who's played a 30-minute solo live.
I'm
like, what the fuck?
No,
that's a little overkill right there.
Yes.
Check it. My history with
the
Henry,
dude wouldn't show.
Here's my history with Henry. Now I've been in 3 different versions with Henry of bands.
Yeah.
And there's been times where like even like one time live where he was just like, you know, like this was like years before Visions, and just kept on going with the solo. Even at band practice, okay, we're getting ready to we're writing a new song. We get the structure. Okay, now let's go back through it again, and let's do this from front to back.
Yeah.
As soon as he gets to the solo, dude, it goes and it keeps going and it keeps going, and you're looking at him, and I'm looking at everybody else like, going, is he gonna stop?
Dude, you know what's funny about Henry? Aside from like he can tell you like, okay, yeah, back in November 18th, 1984 at 7:16 a.m. I was doing this. Like he can tell you that shit. But dude, aside from that, like when he's playing, when he's soloing, even when he messes up, it's just kind of easy for him to cover up. And I know you've seen that, Zig. Like he just kind of, you can't tell he messed up. Because he just flowed over it,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, he's a hoot to jam with because he'll do that kind of stuff, you know.
All the time.
But the thing, here's the deal: as long as you keep playing, keep playing, you'll know. And he'll do this. He'll do that certain note that us as drummers, as Scott knows what I'm talking about. Us as drummers know that note. He's coming out of it.
Totally.
And then we'll do like a little bit of a feel thing, and everyone else is just kind of like looking back at me or Scott going, okay, if as long as you're on the right path, we're just going to follow you because we have no idea where the guitar player's at right now.
Yeah.
And boom, and it flows right in.
Let me ask you this. Do we have time for another one?
Probably not. We're trying to figure this out, but we have a caller.
Really?
Yeah, we have a caller. We're running OT.
I was even going to ask
for this shit,
interject. But
I'm
that's
oh yeah, dude, let's get Scott up in this.
I'm just like rolling with it.
I
man.
like
Fuck
callers.
it.
Let's do this.
Right. So caller, you're live on the air.
Hey, this is Brian from Yerba Linda.
What's up,
hey,
Brian?
How you doing? Hey, Scott.
What's going on?
Hey, Jeremy.
What's up?
Hey, JT, man, that song rips, man.
Is that the shit or what, dude?
That's fucking awesome.
So Here's a $1 million question, dude. Is that going to motivate you to go see them on February 4th at M15?
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. I want to hear more. I want to hear that funk voodoo you keep talking about.
I'm telling you, I wish we had more time for that, dude. Because I'm telling you, that song kicks ass. Because PJ brought that on at the last drum clinic to, do a little bit of like, hey, check it out. And I'm telling you, it's stoked. I have that copy, and you can't fucking have that copy.
Okay, you have Voodoo.
I have Voodoo.
So we can play that now. I got it.
I kept rocking that. You know what?
We are going OT though, aren't we?
We are going OT. You know, I tell you what. It's up to Mike. It's really up to Mike, my engineer.
Oh, you giving me the power? Don't give me the power.
I'm giving you the power, dude.
Oh
All right,
my
Mike,
God!
I'm begging you for an extra 3 minutes. Pop that thing in right now. Let's go.
Oh, see,
the
pressure's
I'll give
on,
you.
dude.
I'll give you till 15 after.
Okay. There we go.
Well, if you got till 15 after, you got time for.
We can do it right now. Let's do
look
this.
at this! Now everybody wants to start playing shit.
Yeah.
Oh my!
See what
Come
happened?
on, I'm filling in here.
I'm gonna see. Here's the deal.
Tell me what I got. I can push play.
Here's the deal. None of you guys know the shit I'm gonna catch for this, dude.
Oh, you'll live,
I'm gonna
dude.
catch shit.
Just tell me when to push play, brother.
Because I love Roy and Jimmy, man. And
Roy and Jimmy ain't coming in tonight.
Yeah, that's okay, but still, it's still.
Well, let's take their show over.
They'll still do a rerun of a show.
Let's take their show over. Fuck it.
I'm putting the rebroadcast on after we leave here. So
okay.
Well, there you go.
All right.
They got played
So
more songs.
we got time for.
Well, okay.
I want to hear some Scott shit too.
Check it out, guys. It's already 9:03. Those of you that are tuning into the Roy and Jimmy thing, the Zig Zone has all of a sudden just like kind of taken over. We are going to relinquish the airwaves to the Roy and Jimmy thing at 9:15. Trust me, they're two really good buddies of mine. I love them to death. Seeing them live on stage, but I'm handcuffed, and they've got a gun to my head. And they're making me stay for another, 15 minutes. And
okay, TikTok.
Right,
Take you rock, man.
And it's locked and loaded, and there's nothing I can do.
All right.
So
Let's hear it.
You want to play it? I'm
guess,
ready.
Why don't you go ahead and play it while Jeremy's still trying to see? Jeremy, see, now I don't feel so stupid.
I can't figure it out.
See?
Yeah.
Now I don't feel so stupid.
I got mine ready to go.
Same here.
Then... You know what? Well, I'll tell you what.
Nothing against Jeremy, but Jeremy was 20 minutes late, so fuck Jeremy.
Oh, shit! He just got.
Did you hear that, Jeremy? I'll tell you what. Before you play yours, let's play. No, just you already got your setup. Let's go ahead and hear what's this one?
Voodoo. It's our new single.
Let's do Voodoo. All right, here you go, brother. Voodoo just for you, man. Thanks for calling in.
All right, thanks, bud.
You got it.
Bye-bye.
I'm gonna get in so much trouble for this shit, dude. Fuck it!
You did great, bro.
You're fired.
Fuck it! Awesome.
Thanks for letting us play that, bro.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Kicks ass, dude. Well, I mean, fortunately, we have fans obviously listening on in saying, "Hey, dude, we need to hear some more of your guys' shit." So we've got, we're fighting it with the trauma.
There you go.
Jeremy's gonna send me this, this week. I'm gonna play the new Trauma Theory. You know what, Jeremy? Here's what I think you should do. I think you should just go ahead and join me in the ladies next Monday. Why don't you just come on in and we'll fucking jam that shit, dude? Send it to me in I don't know, whatever fucking format, dude.
Non-disc, yeah.
You know what I mean? And then we'll rock this shit,
Okay.
dude. We'll figure it out. And then you can join me with the girls.
That'll
'Cause
work.
There's an extra seat. It's only be 2 of them.
All right, next Monday?
Yeah, next Monday.
Okay.
That's like a plan to you, dude?
Sounds like a fucking great plan.
Because I don't want to rob you of
Yeah, it's a radio show. You got to play my music.
right? And I'm telling you, and Trauma Theory, I'm telling you, because for me to try and sit there and hunt somebody down, going through the kitchen and all that shit, and getting yelled at, you can't be here. I could be where the fuck I want.
Wow.
Don't tell me where I can and cannot be. That's
So who's
the
going to be
last
here?
thing.
Who's going to be here next Monday?
I'm going to have Lizanne Warner that you heard. You
Okay,
said,
cool.
very tough to do Ann Wilson. And I'm going to have, why is this thing not working? I'm going to have Julie from Reclaim the Sky.
Yeah, I was the one who talked to her about this originally.
Yeah.
A long time ago. Remember?
Man,
Yeah.
she's just,
And then her and her band came in, and I told her you should do a singers clinic.
I thought, honestly, after the show last night, I thought you were gonna have her on here tonight.
No, that's not. I want to do a female one because here's my deal is there's a lot of really good female singers out there, but I really want ones that just have really just caught my ear and just stand out.
Right.
And Julie and Lizanne really just stand out in that thing. You've got Julie who's in an original band, and then you have Lizanne who's in a tribute band, and
That'll work out well. Yeah.
It's just really nice.
Yeah.
I've
it's
got
funny.
some really great questions for them. I got some
Sure.
good Q&A, and they're going to actually, if everything works out, they're going to actually do a tune a cappella.
That would be cool.
Okay.
Hey,
a tune
Jeremy.
together. So
He said we didn't rate. That's why we didn't get to do one. We didn't rate.
I don't want to hear you guys fucking a cappella. I'm just saying.
Yes, you
man.
do.
I was just playing,
do
bro.
not.
Just playing.
Fuck it, I'll go a cappella.
No,
That'd
dude.
be
There's a totally different
so
level.
Gay. And then if you were like like if you were a tribute to what's the guy that from Wham?
George Michael.
Yeah, and if you guys say like George Michael,
The guy was amazing, dude. Just saying.
no, he is. He's
Yeah,
a
he
great.
was.
That
great-
guy was freaking
That's
awesome,
what I'm saying.
dude.
If you were
I
someone
want
like
your sex.
if you were like that, okay, I'd be like But you guys are metal guys, dude. Don't
Yeah.
just shut the fuck up.
Doesn't
Did you
mean
say
we can't-
metal?
doesn't
Did
mean
you
we
put
can't
me in
sing.
the level
Wait,
of metal? Because
wait
I don't
till-
put myself in that category, bro. Just saying.
Hard
Most
rock,
metal bands
head
suck.
rock, hard rock, metal,
Not a metal
whatever.
band.
Just hard rock, anything. Just
Metal. It's just a funny word.
just roll
You're
with it,
metal.
man.
You're so hardcore, bro.
You're so hardcore.
I'm in a hard rock band, so that's on.
That's what
Hard
I
as a
say.
rock.
I love everything. I just happen to be good at what I do, but I love it.
Well, yours is kind of like a.
Well, this new stuff is heavy.
Yeah, but
So
it has a slight
It's rock.
techno to it, but it's
well, there's no
still-
more of that shit.
Oh,
on
you
this,
knocked that out, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I'm looking forward to still listen to it on Monday then. So then
All
you'll
right.
be with me in Vagina on Monday then.
I'll be here. We'll make love. It'll be
Okay,
great.
very good.
Vagina.
Because we have 5 mics. So I got you, Scott.
Well,
Scott's sitting there
fucking
pointing
A,
at
dude.
his fucking phone, man. Come on.
Well, I know your
I
TikTok.
actually want to hear
Fucking
some Scott.
drummers.
I think you
You're
should give him.
TikToking.
I think you should let him at least play a song because I want to
Yeah.
hear it.
Yeah, I
Since-
came in
since-
for
dude,
the
Dude, Scott's a
fucking thing.
badass,
Right.
dude. He's been around a while, dude.
Since Scott did come on in and
It's
warm
about
up the
promotion.
mic,
He's
here.
not even a singer. He's a drummer, and he come to hang out with a bunch of jackasses
Well, it's
tonight,
about
dude.
it,
Let's do this.
The reason I want to play is because promote my singer.
All right, very good. Well,
There
then
you go.
there you go. Well, let's. This is from who? And
Day Zero.
Day Zero, and
it's,
this is.
Within Me.
All right, there you go on the new album. Nice.
That was awesome, dude.
I can dig
Right
that,
on.
dude.
Can you
Let me
dig
stop
it?
it before it goes on to the
It's
next
got that
one.
moody old school fucking feel to it.
Dude,
It
but you
just-
know what? That singer, that guy has been around a very long time. He's been putting in the work, dude. He deserves that respect, dude.
Yeah, buddy.
Seriously.
Day zero.
Yeah.
Which is what, you know, like the person that sent me the email said, you know, he appreciates the input from, you know, veteran, you know, musicians. I mean, obviously
We've got a few years on
I'm
these
just-
puppies.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's okay. But I'm saying none of us have less than what? 10 years?
years. Yeah.
Okay,
10
I've got
years.
33 years, dude. So
I've got about, let's see, like 30.
okay, so there you go.
Fuck
So we're
me
veterans.
I got
sideways.
62.
Dude,
I got
I'm
12.
22. I don't know about you,
22.
motherfuckers.
You're full of shit.
I don't know about you guys, but you know.
It's fucking.
You're not 22, you asshole.
You have 22 old man.
You have
warts.
22 on that beard.
He's 22 times
Right?
10.
22
He's got
years.
22 old man warts on his ass.
Oh shit.
No, I don't have warts in my ass, bro. Trust me. No, but you know what, dude? No, it's all about putting in the work.
Right?
You know, you got to put in the work, and obviously we do this because we love it. It's not
Yeah.
because it's a chore or a fucking task. You
You
know,
know,
when it comes to task, it's no good.
Dude, I tell you what, I'm 43 years old. I have no problem admitting that, and you
As
know,
you
I'm
shouldn't, yeah.
I'm the best I've ever been. You know, like when I was 22, 20, like, dude, I was nobody. I was learning along the way. You know, now that I'm older, you open your eyes and you see what's more important to you. And, you know, it's all about being humble and modest about the stuff you're doing, because if it weren't for the people coming out to see you, you'd be nobodies. You're nothing. You know?
Well, I also was in a conversation with someone previously, and they were like going, "Hey Zig, you know, man, how come you haven't you should be on playing for the inauguration of the president or whatever they fucking said." I'm like going, "Look, here's the deal, dude. I pay my dues. There comes a point where you reach a threshold, and when you realize, you know what, I'm a musician, and I just love what I do."
Totally.
You know, that's why I still do it. I have a passion for it. If I didn't do it, I'd what am I going to do? Curl up in a fucking corner and
No.
suck my thumb? You know what I mean? This is what we do. You know, if we make some money
You
at
try
it,
to
that's
give it
fine.
up,
But we're not.
and it calls you back. You can't give it up.
Yeah, but we're not sitting there
I've
like
tried.
going, "Oh my God, you know, we need to be like doing a worldwide tour, blah blah blah." It's like, if that happens, that's fucking fine. But you know what? I'm here because I enjoy what I do. I'm a musician. That's
and
it.
we'll keep doing it until we can't do it anymore.
Right.
You know, it's just bottom line, dude.
Right, fame and fortune
just
is
the way
not
it is.
is not in the eyes anymore. It's because, you know what, this is what we do, and if we didn't do it, what else is there?
People crochet and race cars. We like to be on stage and have a good time.
Dude, I want to crochet.
I know you do.
I want to make my own socks. What
It's
the
badass
fuck?
shit.
I want you to knit me a blanket, man, for the Zig Zone.
I
That's
need
what I
some
want you to
fucking
do,
drawers, dude. Let's do this shit.
You know what, guys? You know, kick-ass show. As
Yeah.
always, you know, I enjoy having you guys on, man. Jeremy, thanks for coming on in, even though
Absolutely.
you're a little fucking late.
Yeah. I
Got
appreciate
lost.
it.
Sit up at the wrong place. Hey, where in the fuck am I?
Yeah, you were late as
Yeah,
fuck.
I wish I could have
dude.
heard some new shit.
I went to Upland.
He was like an
did
hour
I.
fucking late, dude. It's
But
okay.
I
We held
googled
it
the
down,
address
bro.
and I went to Upland. I would have been here at
We
7.
held it down without you. It's
But-
I couldn't
okay.
remember where it was.
But Jeremy's going to be with the next. You know, actually, you know what, Jeremy? Great Wolf Johnny's not going to be here next week either. He's going to be out. He's going to be out for 2 weeks. So you will take the co-host seat,
Okay.
being a singer with the two of the. I think
I'll
is
interview the
most,
shit out of him. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So that's going to work out.
And I know
perfect.
Julie really well, so
Very good.
Yeah.
That's going to work out perfect. JT, thanks for coming in, brother.
Dude, thanks for having me, Zig. I really appreciate it. Anytime you're letting us play our music, that's just awesome,
Yeah,
dude. I
right.
appreciate
absolutely.
Yeah,
Especially since you have history with Henry, dude. So
Well,
that's
and
awesome.
it's one of the things people like, oh, well, you know, how do you get along with your old musicians? Dude, we're not 15 fucking years old and break up. And you know, talk to
Totally,
each other.
bro.
Right.
Dude, Henry's still my boy. Lori called in tonight. Come on, she's still my
Yeah.
girl. You know,
Good people,
We
dude.
don't fucking do
No,
that shit.
the band
The
should.
fuck are you, 10 years old?
Yeah, they
Well,
can't-
you'd be surprised, dude. I
You
mean,
would be
when
surprised,
when
yeah.
dealing with That's what I'm saying. It's like being in a band is like being in a relationship with like 4 or 5 other people.
Yeah, it's not easy.
yeah.
You know,
It's a lot
it's
of weight.
almost like it's worse than being just in a marriage. Like you're in a marriage with 4 or 5 other
All
dudes.
those temperaments.
So
right?
you have to find an even mesh. You know, fortunately, I mean, I've known Henry a long fucking time, and we've gotten along really well.
You learn a lot about
Yeah,
yourself being
totally.
in a
You
band.
can imagine it being an all-female band. That's gotta be like.
Fuck that.
That's my next thing.
Kill me now.
I want to do like a month of like all-female bands.
No, I don't want to experience that. Right now,
So
we
what
have
happened?
0 drama. I don't want drama.
So are you guys all in the same menstrual cycle or not?
Oh shit.
So, and of course, Scott, thanks for coming in and filling
Yes,
in.
yes, for sure.
Yeah, it's good to meet
the
you,
Great
Scott.
White Vagina. Scott's always a hoot to have, fucking around.
Yep.
But anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in to the Zig Zone. I want you guys to still hang around. I know we went into a little bit of the Roy and Jimmy thing, but, Mike Kaiser is going to have them all plugged in and ready to rock and roll. Right, Mike?
Yes, sir.
All right, very good. So we're the hell out of here. And tune in next week where I will have
the butterfly.
I will have the Singers Clinic, and I'm going to have Julie from Reclaim the Sky. I'm going to have Lizanne from Dog and Butterfly in the house, and I'm going to have
I'll be tuning in for that.
Jeremy Meyer co-hosting with me next week.
And I will bring my music next week.
Yes, we're going to rock the shit out of that.
Throw it on
stuff,
your
right?
phone, dude. Just plug it in.
Sweet,
Yeah,
dude.
easy.
All right, so guys, be good to yourself, and if you're a rider, make sure you keep it shiny side up. We love you guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for having us, brother. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Peace.
us.
See ya.